All right, race fans, welcome. We're live here tonight for the Sim 500 Monday Night Money Series presented by Transervice. And I tell you what, we're here at Chicagoland. That's right, about to bring the big bad cup cars out here as qualifying is underway. Want to appreciate everybody tuning in here tonight. As always, Joe White up here in the booth. We're accompanied by old Don Runkle. Don, how you doing, man?
Pretty good, Joe. How you doing tonight?
Man, I tell you what, we got Chicagoland. These guys are about to tear this place up here tonight. It's kind of unique. These 1.5 mile kind of tracks, I believe it is, and you know, it's just going to be a unique style race here. Well, hopefully we see a good one.
Yeah, out of these, what people refer to mostly as like the cookie cutter D-shaped ovals, Chicago's probably the most unique. It's just kind of a difficult track to get around. You know, it wears the tires out pretty quick, and these guys are definitely going to be battling this cup car around this track.
Yeah, no doubt about it there. I'll tell you what, these guys are they're storming around in the middle of qualifying right now. Justin Fuller, the man on point, and well, last week, Daytona week, that's basically what we'll just call it. Started off at Monday night to Daytona. That was an awesome race. And then, well, Wednesday night, you pulled off a win, man, here. And that was just a thriller of a week.
Man, that was a great race, Joe. I was thrilled that I got to do that on the OSRN network here with you in the booth. Being able to get interviewed by you in the winner's circle, I was really happy about that, man. That was a great race, man. I was really happy to get that win. That was good for me and good for the team.
That was a thrilling, man, finish there. As it's kind of funny because we got the little bracket challenge thing going on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And me and old Gerald in the booth, we picked, we just picked. I mean, really, it's kind of hard for us to pick anyways, because all y'all guys are good. But we picked, and I picked Justin Fuller. He picked Jose, and it is just funny that the two guys we picked, y'all went up against. You finished the race first, and EJ finished second, and knocked both our guys out.
Yeah,
and we
that's
were
fine
like,
with
wow.
That's okay with me. That's okay with me because I needed to knock Jose out, and I'm not going to lie. For the past 2 weeks, before that race, I was worried about being able to beat Jose at Daytona, and just luck of the draw, I got the win, and he got wrecked out, and it just kind of happened.
Yeah, it was just awesome. I mean, I thought about it after the race. I thought it was like, Gerald, you know what, man? Both our guys said, wow, that's pretty wild. But I called Daytona. It's a wild card race. Anything can happen there at that place. And man, you know what? You held on that thing. I'm gonna tell you what, EJ was tearing your back bumper out. Going down on that last lap, and it was just a thrilling win for you. I know you was excited. It was thrilling to see last Monday here for these guys too. They put on a very good show. Chicago's going to probably play into the favor of a guy that definitely, can keep the tires on this thing.
Yeah, I was talking to some of the drivers prior to the race, and a lot of these guys are saying that the setup is really nice, but after about 25 laps into your fuel run, it's going to get really wicked loose coming off turn 2 and turn 4. And I'm just basically, a lot of the guys up and down pit road I've been talking to, they're basically saying after about 25 to 28 laps, they're going to be really struggling with these tires. Now, they're looking at about a fuel window of probably about 55 to 58 laps also. So, if we get long green flag run, we're going to see a lot of tire wear toward the end of that run. So these cars are going to be a real handful after that.
Yeah, absolutely. What's up out there, my CEO Rockstar? He's out there. That's Tim. What's going on? We got a pretty good field here tonight. Obviously, a good 40-some car field here. Hopefully, everybody gets to finish this thing. As we get closer, we probably got about another, I'm going to say a month and a half. We're getting closer to what we would call the chase. 16 drivers, obviously like the real NASCAR setup. We'll abide for that. So it is getting down closer. Not quite yet time for these guys to, urgency, but here in this league, it is kind of interesting, Don, that wins don't count. You actually have to get into that top 16.
Yeah, you have to battle your way in the top 16, and looking at the points right now, I'm looking at it. Jonathan Goodell is the one that's sitting on the bubble right now. Everybody's looking at him. That's the one that they want to beat right now. Jonathan Goodell is in 16th right now. He's got Nick Thames behind him with Chris Caboo, Stefan Marinac, Michael Preston rounding out the top 20. So those are the guys that are looking to try to get past Jonathan Goodell. So, yeah, definitely going to be looking at that top 16 in points to try to make the chase.
Yeah. And you're seeing the ticker out there, folks. I don't know why the 05, that is actually Trey Etzen. He's one of the newcomers here. He's been here for about 4 or 5 weeks now. Now he's already won a race at Sonoma. And the 46 is not showing up. That's Nick Silver. And I know last week was the same thing. And if I'm not mistaken, it's something to do with how they put the names in the league session. I don't know. Somehow it don't pop up sometimes like that.
Well, he's the only one tonight, correct?
That's 2 of them. Nick Silver and Trey Etzen. I don't know why he's not, because he normally does in the past. Yeah, so I don't know what happened on that end, but either way, just to give these guys an update of why they're not seeing a name beside the number. The 46 Butcher will keep y'all up to date on who it is. The 46, Nick Silver, and the 05, obviously Trey Etzen there. He's got about 2 minutes left. What's up, Augusta? How you doing out there tonight? Well, appreciate everybody tuning in. As always, we're live here at OSRN Network, YouTube, Twitch. And obviously iRacing Live. I appreciate those guys, man, letting us throw this thing up here. And see, we got a few celebrities back out here tonight. Parker Klingerman's back out. CFO Steve Stencil's out here tonight. Is he out there? Scott Stencil, my bad.
Scott Stencil.
Yep, he's out there too.
Yeah, so we got Scott Stencil out here, and Parker is definitely. I noticed that earlier that he's going to make this race tonight.
Yeah, he's been racing here lately, real racing here lately, so he's been probably really busy. Has missed the last couple of weeks. He comes and goes here, and it's always good to see him out there. He finally got his win here on the Monday night. Was working very hard. Right now sitting 8th in qualifying. Justin Fuller, the man. And Anthony DeBarro, that's another guy. Boy, he is, every time we turn around, that guy, man, is tearing it up.
Yeah, week in and week out, he's definitely somebody that can contend for a win. He's definitely somebody that they need to be careful for, the other drivers out there, as far as somebody that can, is going to be in the chase, is, most likely going to be in the playoffs. Right now he's sitting 14th in points, so he's pretty decent. He's got a good cushion ahead of Jonathan Goodell in points, so I don't think he's got to worry about that too much unless he has a few bad races. But yeah, he's always wicked fast week in and week out.
Absolutely. Looks like Malik Ray is going to do his normal, not take a qualifying time, start from the back. He was doing that for a while there. So something to keep an eye on. Is I don't know if he's going to take qualifying time. I don't know if he's on the track or not, but I know he did that for a little bit.
Looks like our points leader right now, Nick Cohan, has yet to take a time too, so he might be deciding to start shotgun back there too.
Is that a smart move? I mean, is that really something that you would think about doing, or like on a track like this? I know at Daytona or something, really, you don't want to take away with qualifying, but you can win anything. But at a track like this, is that a smart move?
It can be and it can't be. It can be because if you're fast, like, obviously like Malik Ray or Nick Cohan, you can start from the back, work your way up. You just got to be careful of maybe getting caught up in a wreck or anything. But to me, I think the most important thing is you want to get that good pit stall. So if you don't qualify, you're going to have a pit stall that's going to be at the beginning of pit road when you first enter. And I'd rather have it at the other end of pit road, closer to the exit. So maybe that might be a reason I would want to qualify, even if I'm not going to necessarily put down the fastest lap.
Right. And you speak of pit stalls. Now, I guess on the flip side, obviously throw the devil advocate out there to you. Yeah, I'm with you. I'd rather have that first stall or the first couple, but I definitely don't want the one in the middle because it gets hard to see. So I guess if I had to pick between middle, I'd want the back one so it'd be easier to get in and out of.
Well, it also depends on the track, and it depends on how far back you are. For example, we raced at Daytona in Sim 500 last night. I decided not to qualify. I started dead last. Well, my pit stall, since we had 43 cars out there, was the very first pit stall right after the yellow line coming into pit road. My pit crew didn't even have a chance to put the sign down, so I actually missed my pit stall twice.
See, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah, so it just depends. You kind of got to play it by ear, how many cars are starting. Maybe, I know I'm not going to get a pole because I just know I'm not, because I'm not that fast. So I might want to start in the back, but you just got to, I guess it just depends on the driver.
Absolutely. Well, let's grid these guys up here tonight as we're going racing here at Chicagoland. Justin Fuller puts it out front. Anthony DeBarro is going to start in second. Third place starter, Sean Kesto. Is that right?
How do you say
Casto? I think it's Casto.
Casto. I believe it's Casto.
All right,
Sean
Casto. All right. Rick McBride starting in the fourth. Fifth place, Trey Etzen right there. Sixth place, man, Jose Gonzalez. Seventh place, Nick Silver. Then we got Parker Klingerman starting in eighth. Ninth place starter, Josh Parker. And round out the top 10, Nick Cohan. So look through the rest of this awesome star-studded, man. As I always say, some bad fast drivers and some bad fast cars about to do some awful bad fast things here at Chicagoland. This thing is skilled and it is stacked here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. This Sim 500 has some of the best drivers in iRacing. I mean, obviously, you know, guys like Parker Kligerman are here. In the off season, we race with guys from Joe Gibbs' stable in the you know, in the off season action series. And I mean, obviously, those guys want to be racing with the top guys in iRacing, and they are definitely with Sim 500.
Absolutely. As we look to the rest of the field here, we got a huge one here tonight. I have to have a little bit of patience to come through the field. You see guys like Malik Ray in the back there, Joe Hudson and company. So we've got right now 43 cars are going to start this one tonight, full field. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one pans out at the end.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, with the new segment starting, they break this. They break the season into two different segments. With the new segment starting, it kind of opened up some registration, open for new drivers like Travis McQuistion, and he's not running for points, so he's been kind of a wild card. And you know, I know Travis from other leagues; he's a pretty fast car. So you got guys like there like that too, that necessarily aren't running for points. They're just looking for wins. You
know, and another one I just mentioned him. He's up here. He qualified in the top there. That Sean Casto.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I'm not. Wasn't familiar with that name. That's why I was kind of struggling on the last name there. I haven't been familiar with seeing him out, but must be a new guy here. So
he definitely is.
He is? Okay. Well, let's see. Just like Trey Edson came back here, and he's already won at Sonoma. As we're getting set here to go green flag racing, folks. Settle on, because we're going to have a long one here. Chicagoland pace cars pulling them out of turn 4. It's going to take that hard left turn off on pit road. And that man, Justin Fuller, is going to let these things come to life as the roar of the motors will set sail here at Chicagoland. Green flag flies. And boy, they're already fanning out here. They're 2x2 all the way back. Justin Fuller gets a good jump out front.
Yeah, Justin Fuller gets a great start. He's just trying to get to that clean air in turn 1. And they're just slowly, they're building up through the gears into turn 1, going through turn 2 right now. Absolutely.
Good battle going on there. Sean's back in the 4th place spot. You got Trey Edson right there sitting in the 5th place spot along with him and that's actually Nick Silver along with him.
Yeah, Nick Silver's right there with Jose Gonzalez, and you got Parker Kligerman coming up from the back there. He might try to get up there early.
He usually does. That's kind of the thing I've always seen him do. He kind of comes up through the field pretty quick like, but he's got a little battle going on with Jose Gonzalez there in the 26 machine on the outsides. They go door to door.
Yeah, Parker's on the inside right now with Jose. He's on the inside. It looks like he's going to clear Jose with no problems. He's going to slip right up in front of him, and that'll be one more spot for Parker.
Absolutely. Moves it up into the 8th place spot. Let's see what we got going on here. Everybody seems like they're kind of fanned out a little bit. 31, he's looking to the inside. That's Eric Arnold there. Going to try to take that spot from Jose. As Rick McBride, he's up front. Here comes Anthony DeBarro. We got a battle going on for the front side here.
A really good battle going on here. Sean Casto in the 59. Oh, they swing back and forth. Almost hooked the 5. It looked like they were going to wreck there, but they didn't. The 59's on the bottom, and you got Rick McBride looking down below Anthony DeBarro right now as they go down the into what front stretch, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Sean right there behind him, right tucked onto the tailgate there, or in the back bumper. As he goes a little bit high, pushes up the track, Anthony DeBarro looks to the inside, going to try to peek his nose. That's another thing about this track is I think you might be able to get a run on the inside, but this car might want to push going into the turns.
Well, that's the thing. Coming off the corners here at Chicagoland, you got to be careful if you get on the gas too much. The back end of the car can come around a little bit and maybe slow your momentum if you're trying to check up a little bit. And the guy behind you might be able to get that inside run. It looks like Brett McBride's trying to do that right now, and Anthony DeBarro going into turn 1.
Absolutely. We'll talk about Malik Ray. He's already moved up to 26th position right now, so he's on the move. Battle up front. As Sean's going to take that high side and rumble. I got a feeling that's where it's going to be at later on in this run, is the high lane here.
Yeah, some of these guys will probably, just because they're battling for position, will have those cars on the low side, hugging that line down there. But I feel further in the run as these tires wear, these guys will be making that high line come in a little bit.
Well, I'm going to say the newcomer here, Sean, out front. Castro right there. He's looking good. Justin Fuller, he takes the lead. Trey Edson's moving up in the 4th place spot. He's right there behind Anthony DeBarro. I'll tell you, that's a who's who out front. Sean, you got Sean, Justin, Anthony, and Trey, and Nick Silver all in the top 5.
This battle right here, I mean, this top 8 battle is really good. Parker Kligerman's the 8th place car, and he's right there in front of a great battle with those 3 cars. I believe it's Rhett McBride, Troy Edson, and maybe Nick Silver. They're all battling really hard for those positions, and I think Parker's just kind of sitting back waiting for one of them to make a mistake.
Absolutely. Josh Parker, and another newcomer. Or has he been here for a while?
Actually, no. Josh Parker has started for a few races here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
all
definitely.
Right. Well, hey, he's up front right now, looking
Yeah.
good. He's up in the 8th, but he's got Parker Kligerman on his inside trying to take that spot away from him.
Yeah, they're battling side by side right now, door to door going in through the tri-oval. They're both trying to get past Rhett McBride, but right now Rhett McBride's loving watching them battle behind him because it just makes him go faster in front.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. Up front, though, you still got Anthony DeBarro, so it's actually a good race going on up here into the front side. And you go a little further back here, E.J. O'Rourke, he's moving up. He's up in the 13th. Greg Evans right there, along with Nelson Rivera. They got a good battle going on. That's a nice-looking 3-car, by the way.
Yeah, Greg Evans always whips out some great paint schemes. He always has some great paint schemes coming in and out from, I believe that's from the I Can't Design stable.
Yeah, nice-looking clean car out there. I'm showing him it's a Toyota-style car.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, to make sure the paint was right. I mean, I updated trading paints, you know how it is sometimes, but
yeah,
that's a good 3-car battle right there. EJ, Greg, and actually Nelson all battling it out.
Yeah, they're all battling right there, nose to tail. Looks like Greg's going to the inside right now, trying to look on the inside of EJ. And it looks like Nelson's probably going to try to go with him. And there's a caution on the track.
Caution on the track. Gonna be in the back here somewhere. Oh, 45. Dan. Let's go back on the replay here, see what happened to him. He's running back here by himself. The 69, Corbin Hemstreet. Oh, just got into the back end just a little bit. They just made contact and then spun around into the wall.
That's too bad right there. Yeah, just kind of hooked into him and put him in the wall right there.
Yeah,
hopefully he didn't get too much engine damage. Maybe he'll be able to repair that thing, get back out there.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. Well, here we go. I'll tell you what, first caution of the night. So, anybody you want to talk to?
You know, let's see. Newcomer. Let's talk to Sean. He's leading the race. He's a newcomer.
Is he in here or is he at?
I don't know if he is or not. Let me see.
Yeah, let's see if he's down here.
That's
somewhere.
true. I didn't even think about that. He's got to be in here, huh?
Yeah, no doubt. You know what?
No,
yep,
I don't
there he
see
is.
him. There he is.
He's in the
LCM.
LCM. He's with Nick Silver.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if they're going to pit. Yeah, they're going to pit. So maybe after the pit stops,
I'm gonna
we'll
let
bring him out.
do his pit stop here, and I put him in the waiting room there. Let him concentrate a little bit. Nice looking Oculus car he's got out there in the 59.
Yeah, it's a really nice paint scheme he's got out there. And oh, like that. Everybody really kind of goes at the same time. Great pit stops for everybody on the track right there. Looked like Sean.
No doubt.
Looked like Sean kept the lead too.
Yeah, it looks like he got out there. I don't know if Justin Fuller beat him out or not. We'll have to see.
I don't know. Yeah, you kind of can't tell until they get past the blue commitment cone, you know, barring any speeding penalties or anything like that.
Absolutely. We'll bring up Sean here and get to talk with him. Sean, Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
Hi, copy.
Well, I'll tell you what. Look good out there in the 59 machine. How's the track? How's the car?
She's slick, but she's fast. Sometimes she's faster when she's slick.
I hear you. Well, you think you got the car to pull it off here tonight?
I think we're going to challenge. They may know we're there. We're going to be respectable out the gate here. Plan on racing here long term, so we'll stick our nose in where it applies, and hopefully not much further.
What you think about the tire wear? You think that's going to be a factor later on?
Yeah, I was skinny up top there once I checked out. I was trying to definitely conserve what I could. We'll see what the 52 has for us here, but we're definitely going to see some tire wear for sure.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, Sean, man, good luck out there.
Appreciate it. Thank you, boys.
All right. Let's get him back down there to the LMC. There we go. Good sounding guy out there. Looks like he's very concentrated on what he's wanting to do, just by the sound of his voice.
Definitely. Sounds very confident about his race car. Sounds very confident about his position on the track, about what he can do and his abilities. So, yeah, I mean, I'm actually, after talking to him, I'm really looking forward to see what Sean can do tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, like I say, just by listening to him talk right there, I mean,
yeah, it got me psyched.
Yeah, he got psyched up a little bit. I mean, because he, and you know, very, very respectful in the way he said it too, and coming out the gate, you know, being a newcomer here, he's got a very fast car. He understands that. Don't want to put it in a position to get it tore up or anything. So, we'll just have to see what happens here. As pace car's pulling around, lights are off. We're about to set to go back green flag racing here tonight. At lap 13 when they cross the line of 127. Pace car ducks off here on pit road. Justin Fuller's back out front again to lead this crowd of hungry, angry animals out here as the engines come to life. Green flag fly. Trey Edson says, hey, newcomer. I was a newcomer a couple weeks ago. I'm going to push you to the front.
Yeah, it looked like Trey just got a little bit better start than Sean did there. He kind of got into his bumper a little bit, but you got Rick McBride right underneath him. They're door to door right there. Whoa, I thought he was going to push up into him.
Man,
great
yeah.
battle there.
Well, good run right here. You see that high line? I think he's going to pay dividends, but Rick's going to try to use that low line as long as he's got new tires. He got the 46 machine of Nick Silver right there along with Trey Edson. Man, that's just a close racing going on.
You got Josh Parker back there. You got Parker Kligerman. Eric Arnold's working his way up. And who is that? Jose and Iche O'Rourke, man. You got some bad, fast cars that are back there that are looking for those spots.
Well, I tell you what, these guys, man, got some talent out here. Look at Trey Edson. He knows he's got a fast machine. He's going to try to dive it down. Thought about going 3 wide. Thought better of it for right now.
Rhett McBride just cutting right between the two of them, trying to take advantage of that, and he held on to that spot, and they're not done yet. They're still battling hard there.
Oh, man, and you saw Trey almost, that car got very tight, pushed up, could have caught the corner of Rick McBride. Just a very close running right now. It's a 59, though. Sean, he's going to take that high side. He's committed to that high line.
Yeah, maybe he learned something in those first 10 laps there. Maybe he likes the high line of it a little bit better. Maybe he wore his tires out a little bit more than he expected in those first 10 laps there. So, I don't know. But a lot of these guys, they're going to try to make moves on the low side because they have fresh tires and they can.
Absolutely. That's what you got to do. Make it as early as you can, see what you got. And, I mean, you know, the difference between drivers is you can see Sean, he's taking that high line. He's looking to try to maybe go for a longer run. Now he's fell back to the inside. He sees that those guys are going to stay committed to the inside lane. So everybody's kind of fanned out, single file right now.
Yeah, everybody seems to be committed to that low line right now. They're kind of fanned out unless they're going to make a pass on somebody. I was noticing Parker Kligerman. He's slowly sniffing that top 5. He's working his way up slowly and methodically.
Well, you got to go back here to about the 18th, 19th place spots. You got some good racing going on. Greg Evans in the mix there. And don't count out this guy, Malik Ray. He's already up to 18th spot. He's moving up through the field slowly but surely there. You got the 51 machine out and about too. So good battling going on back here in the back of the pack.
Yeah, definitely. This has been a great, everywhere in this field, there's been some great battling. I mean, this guy's been thinking about going 3 wide here and there in the corners for position, but then they think better about it. But yeah, there's definitely some passing going on right now. We'll see if that continues the longer these tires wear.
Yeah, absolutely. You got the Glenn Campbell right there. He's got the Transervice sponsor machine out there looking good so far, running the 24th position. He's looking to take that high line and maybe take out Nick Solomon, try to take that spot away from him.
Yeah, right now, you know, if you look back at the front right now, it looks like Anthony DeBarro, he's all over Justin Fuller, and he's looking to try to take that lead from him.
Going to the high side, so maybe that's what he's going to try to see, learn something maybe from Sean, seeing what he did when he passed Justin earlier on. As we're getting a little bit into the run here, they're about 8 laps into their stint. We'll have to see, like you said, Anthony DeBarro, he's tearing up the back end of Justin Fuller right now.
Well, if you notice, they're kind of just taking distinct lines when they go into the corner. It looks like Justin Fuller in front as Anthony's getting underneath him right now. Anthony was actually arcing it in a little bit higher into the corner, and I think he got more momentum going down into the corner than Justin was, and that's what helped him get this momentum to make this pass right now.
Yeah, you can see him try to make that pass, but look at that high line rumble coming out of the turn. I just got a feeling the more that the tire wear wears out, that high line's going to come into play. You can see he gets the run going in. The bull middle off is where that high line prevails.
And right now, you know, Sean is loving this because he's seeing those guys battle side by side, so he's just back there, you know, can run whatever line he wants and just watch whatever happens between those two guys there. And if you look right now, who is that? Parker Kligerman about to get 5th place?
Parker's looking up there. Oh, Rick McBride had to back out of it.
Yeah, he
almost
did.
got the back of Trey.
Yeah, he did. He kind of had to back out just a little bit there. I didn't mean to walk on you. Sorry about that, Joe. Yeah, he backed out of it just a little bit, and Parker Kligerman got that spot. But now looks like Josh Parker might be trying to get Parker Kligerman's spot.
Yeah, Josh Parker there. That's
a lot of Parkers.
Split. Yeah, you ain't lying. Hey, look, you know what? Every once in a while we get the Chad and Chad show up here, and Justin. So now we got the Parkerman and Parker. There we go. But hey, Parker Kligerman. Every time he gets here, it's just a notable thing. He drives to the front. He just seems to sometimes run into bad luck later on in the race. So let's hope he has some good luck tonight.
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely an aggressive driver in Sim 500, but it works out for him. But he's never got caught up a wreck really because of his own doing. It seems like he's always in somebody else's mess. So hopefully his luck will change tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. These guys right now putting on a good show up front. Got a lot of good battling going on. Go back here to about the 9th, 10th, 8th place spot. Look at Jose Gonzalez. Another thing about this track here, Don, momentum. I think you got to have a little bit of momentum. If you lose it, you can lose a lot of spots.
The thing about this track, definitely, the high line, you can keep that momentum going as long as you can just keep that car kind of rolling through the corner. The low line, the more your tires get wore out, the car kind of gets bound up a little bit. You kind of lose that momentum. So that's why you're going to see that high line come in.
And right now, that's the thing. As the tires wear out, the fuel runs down, the higher line will get to play a bigger factor here. E.J. O'Rourke in the 41. He's up in the 12th place spot. He's usually in the high line. The 57, and Nick Cohan looking good. You got Josh Parker. Now, he's falling all the way to 10th. He was up there, man, at the front side. I don't know what happened to him, if he maybe lost some momentum or something.
Yeah, I didn't really catch what happened to him, but he was definitely lost a few spots as Nick Cohan gets by him. That's our points leader there, Nick Cohan from Dizzy Motorsports. We got Jose Gonzalez, Thomas George, all those guys battle. Man, it's a great battle back there for the top 10 on back.
Yeah, it is. I'm just sitting here watching this thing. I'm watching the times up front there. It looks like they're all of them about single file right there. But you also got Nick Silver, Rick McBride, they're in a good battle, but
that's a great battle.
Jose's still in a good battle with EJ.
Yeah, definitely. Jose's there battling with EJ, but I was looking at that same one you were talking about with Nick Silver and Rhett McBride as Nick goes on the high side of Rhett McBride, and it looks like he might be taking Nick Cohan with him.
Yeah, right now Rick's trying to utilize that low line. I just don't know how it is. Boy, I tell you what, the 46 runs up Nick Silver on the back end of the 31 of Eric Arnold. Luckily, he didn't have to get out of it and lose his momentum there to the 57. And Nick Cohan, who, like you said, is our points leader as of right now. I mean, basically the biggest thing about him is he's just working for consistency.
Oh, yeah, he's got more wins than anybody else in the season right now. I do believe. I'm looking at my stats right now. Nick Cohan has 4 wins. The next contender behind him would be Malik Ray with 3 wins, but he's back in 9th in points. But, yeah, Nick is just showing the consistency this year. He's definitely getting it done this year. He's got 8 top 5s and 15 top 10s, so it's just consistency with him.
Yeah, and here's the thing. You talk about Malik Ray, started in the back there, about 30-some position. He's up to 15th right now. He does this on occasion. We haven't seen him do it in a while, but he does that once in a while. He runs through the field methodically, stays out of trouble, just, passing one by car. But I'm starting to notice these cars coming out of the turn. You see the tail ends getting a little happy on them.
That's what I was talking about before the race started. I was talking to some of the drivers. They were saying that the longer they're going to go into this run, the cars, as I believe Steve Gottschalk told me, it was bad loose off of 2 and 4.
Ooh,
so,
Malik
yeah, we'll have to see.
almost lost it.
Yeah, I see that.
Wow.
Yeah, he definitely. He's and then if Malik Ray is almost losing it, that's got to tell you something because he's one of the class top of the field out here. So.
Yeah, and it was a good save on his end. He went on the inside. We were talking about the inside lane. The more that those tires wear out, I just don't think that inside line is going to be the place to be. The high line, the middle of the high line is probably where you want to be. And he was on that inside. He got pinched down a little bit, and that car just wanted to rotate out from under him.
Yeah, and this is right now we're on our longest run that we've been on the race. We had that caution on lap 10. Oh, man, I just watched Nick Silver just barely touch the wall in the corner, but he's okay. But, yeah, we're going to watch this slowly, these tires wear at this point because we're the furthest that we've been on the run so far. These drivers haven't gone on a run this long before. So we're going to have to see, like we've been talking about earlier, the high line is definitely going to come into play here.
Yeah, absolutely. Steve Gottschalk right there on the outside of him. So Malik's lost a little bit of time right there. He's probably going to regroup, back out, see what he's got going on back up front. Anthony DeBarro, he is trying to take over the lead on Justin Fuller. He's on the inside. Let's see if he can get it done. Well, I'll tell you what, Justin Fuller, man, he ran that thing off the turn on the high side. He's just got that momentum right now. Did I lose you? Might have lost Don. Well, he'll come. Oh, yeah, I got you now. You there?
Sorry, my TeamSpeak went away for a second.
That's why I was making sure it wasn't on my end. I was like, wait,
nope, it was my TeamSpeak. It went away for just a second. I don't know what happened.
Okay. That's all right.
Anyway.
Hey, look, you know what? We're on a virtual world. Computers,
That's
anything can happen here. But, man, look at this battle. We're about to have a three-car battle here as old Sean's pulling back up. You know what? I see Anthony on that inside. How long does he stay on that inside before he's going to have to give it up? I mean, those tires can't take much more, I don't think.
Well, I don't know. Right now, we might be seeing that right there because you actually see that Sean had to whoa up a little bit because Anthony was on the inside and he kind of slowed down. They're definitely taking two distinct lines because of that tire wear, but Anthony's out front now, so maybe he'll be able to hold it.
Well, he got that pass. And what I'm noticing right now, even on the high line, these things are getting wicked loose. You could just see the cars wiggling coming out of the turns. I mean, those guys right now have got their hands full already. I mean, they've been out there for 22 laps.
Egg on the brake pedal, or on the gas pedal, like I was saying before the race. These guys are just going to have to really ease on the gas coming out of the corners. I think I said about lap 25 that these guys are going to be feeling it. You said they're on about lap 22. Sounds about right. So we're about right at that spot where these guys are going to start having to battle this setup. And you'll notice the top three are down low. But who is that in fourth place? I believe that's Parker Kligerman. And he's on the high side. He's making that high line work.
And you know what? He is letting that car kind of do its own thing, letting it drift going into the turn and kind of let it coast up the track. And like you said, he's going to ease back on the throttle. Now, he might lose a little bit of time doing it that way, but that is the best way to save those tires. As you see, Trey Edson's going to try the inside, but what happened right there when he came off the turn, that thing wanted to step out from under him.
Exactly, and Parker knows that, so he's going to just stay up high. He's going to run what we call that a Kyle Larson line. You know, Trey might be able to get by him, but, you know, he have to get right in front of him, and he might lose some momentum. And then Parker, he might not let off the gas. So, you know, you got to be careful when you try to pull a slide job here. Parker's kind of an aggressive driver, so, you know, we'll have to see if Trey tries to pull a slide job on him.
You know, and that's what it looks like. He's trying to get enough nose in there to see if he can't get up in front of him. The problem is he can't get enough of a grip down low now. He gets to run in.
Lap, Parker's going lower now. You notice that Parker went to the middle of the track now. He's
doing
that for
down.
Exactly. He's going to pinch Trey down there. He knows that Trey has to swing that car wide off the corner. But if Parker's in the middle of the track, he can't swing that car wide off the corner. Breaks his momentum. That's a NASCAR driver move right there. I'm telling you that, folks.
And you know what? And you were talking about the slide. He doesn't want him to slide up in front of him. Then he has to get off of it, just like this right here.
Right here. You might see it.
He couldn't get it, though.
Nope. And Trey, you know, I mean, you know, Trey has to risk that. If he slides in front of Parker, is Parker going to let off the gas and break that momentum, or is he going to get into his bumper? You know, I don't know. That's Parker Kligerman. He got it there. Yeah, he got it there.
Was a good battle right there. It was a good, like you said, chess match between two very good drivers out there, just trying to see what they need to do. You know, Parker knew he needed to pinch him down, and he did what he had to do.
Yeah, he definitely did, and that right there was a textbook example of watching two different strategies with a guy trying to break another driver's momentum for a pass. But Parker's going on the high side right there. Yeah.
Trey got. What's that?
Oh, Trey got a little loose coming off that corner. Parker, he's getting wicked loose right there. Wow.
Oh, bumps the wall a little bit, but I'm going to tell you, man, it's just, I think the high line's better. Coming the middle off, we can see that, but going in that low line, but the problem is just holding it down there. That's the problem. Now, here comes Nick Cohan. He's loving what he's seeing.
I was just about to say, these two battling side by side like this is making these two guys behind them, Nick Cohan and who is that other car? Eric Arnold. Nick Cohan and Eric Arnold, they're loving this because they're just, you know, nose to tail. They're like, okay, guys, keep doing that. We're just going to pass both of you guys while you wear your tires out.
Absolutely, and that's what it is. In the meantime, Sean got around Justin Fuller for the second place spot, but I just don't think Parker and Trey's done with each other. I mean, Parker, like you said, the man just comes out here. He just drives the thing. He just wants to come out and have fun, do what he needs to do. But man, just look at those guys. They're wrestling with those cars. Them tail ends are wanting to wiggle all over the place.
Man, there's some great battles all over the track just because of the way these cars are handling right now, and they're in these long runs. Like I said, a fuel run is around 50 laps, maybe even 60. So we'll have to see how. It just really kind of depends on how much these guys are letting it roll through the corner.
Well, let's go back here to the man, the number 93, Travis McQuistion, and see what he's up to. He's back there kind of running along by himself, trying to bring it up. He's up at his 27th spot right now, so not looking too bad. He started 38, so he's moved up some.
Yeah, Travis, like I said before, I've known Travis for a while. I've raced against Travis. He's a really smart driver. He just he wants to keep his car clean. He knows what he can and can't do, and he's just kind of making his way through the field slowly, methodically. Oh, I saw somebody look like they got off track back there. In the grass, maybe? A blue car. Behind Travis.
The Brian Wortman?
Yeah, it might have been Brian Wortman. Looked like he got back on the track and everything's clear.
He got back on the track. He's in front of everybody right now, so not 100% sure.
But, yeah, Travis is definitely a driver to look out for the rest of the season. I think he'll definitely get a win in Sim 500 sooner or later. PMS Motorsports there that he races with. It's getting stable. PMS, yeah, that stands for Pepeltier Motorsport Simulations.
That don't stand for the other one, huh?
No. That's Norm Peppertier. I believe that stable is Norm Peppertier, Calvin Filarski, and here Travis McQuistion.
I got you, yeah. Well, I tell you what, he's watching this battle in front of him here. Tommy Rines and old Scott Simley right there, who are looking pretty good so far, but they're battling it out. He was able to make it around Nick Solomon to get up to the 25th place spot. Like you said, now I go back to, this track here is, like we said, it's very slick right now. I mean, these guys, man, are out here just wrestling with these cars, and, it's getting very, very out of control for a lot of the drivers. Go back to the Michigan race. A lot of guys complained about that track just being undrivable, very slick. Kind of looking this way here, but sometimes that calms down a lot of these guys out here.
Yeah, sometimes when these guys really have to fight this car and it's more of a race with them against the track or against the setup, these guys don't really want to be too aggressive with the other drivers out there. So it can calm some people down a little bit, but at the same time, when these guys come in the pits and they get fresh tires, they think they're Superman, so you got to watch out for that too.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one there. I tell you, and that's the thing. Everybody loves, man, the close style battle, but I tell you what, another guy who's having a good run, he's back at it again. Malik Ray's back up to 8th spot. Wow.
Eric Arnold. Did you see that? Eric Arnold almost went off track there behind Mike Kelly. He got really loose off that last corner.
And see, that's the thing. A lot of these guys, well, they've been out there for 31 laps so far. Actually, the top guy, Anthony DeBarro, excuse me, I just read that wrong. My eyesight went. They've been out there for 34, 35 laps there, Don. Man, that's way past the time what we were talking about. These tires, they're probably screaming at them right now.
Yeah. Like I was talking, usually Steve Gottschalk is the guy that I talk to pre-race to try to get an idea of how the setup is, how the track is, and everything. And what he kept telling me over and over again is about after lap 25, we're really going to be battling these cars. And we are after a lap 25 in this run. And this is going to get looser and looser as it goes. These guys are going to be battling coming off the corner. They're going to have to, basically, the way they're running their cars right now is they're just letting it roll through the corner. These guys are not on the gas that much in the corner. They're just letting it roll through the corner. And as they come off the corner, they're slowly getting onto that gas so they don't spin that back end around.
I call it being finessed out there in these cars, which, I mean, these cars really, in the long run, unlike the trucks or the Xfinity car or K&N for that matter, these cars are more of a finesse car. I mean, they got a lot of power. They're huge. But, man, they definitely can get out of control very fast. And I've always said, even on a good one, right in front of Steve Gottschalk.
I saw that.
Wow, Thomas George, man, clobbered the wall.
Yeah, I just saw that. I just saw Thomas George from Steel Horse Racing just really nailed the wall there.
Well, he needs to get up. Where's Jonathan Cadell?
He's not racing tonight.
Okay. Tell the boy, look, what's wrong with him?
I'm not really sure. I haven't talked to him, so I'm not really sure. I usually talk to John every single day. No kidding. But I didn't talk to him today, so I'm not really sure why he's not racing tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, Rhett McBride looking underneath Parker Clearman for that spot. For third.
Yeah.
Well, right?
No, Rick
No,
McBride,
no.
he just he
I'm
took a
sorry.
pit stop.
Yeah, he took a
So
pit
he's
stop.
on new tires. He's been out there for 9 laps so far on the tires. So that's another
what it
thing.
is.
Let me see if I can't get us an update from 33 all the way back. Obviously a lap down. They've all taken so Jose Gonzalez, Sean Castro, Rick McBride, Nick Cohan, Jason Barham.
Scott
and I
Stencil.
hope I said that right. I apologize if
No,
I
it
didn't.
is Barham.
It is Barham. Okay. And I know he sent me a message today. For some reason, I kept calling him Josh. I don't know why. I kept
Jason
calling,
Barham.
Yeah, Jason. I don't know why I called him Josh
It
every time I turn
happens.
around.
It happens.
I know. Man, I tell you what, I mess up on more names than I... Look, that's that redneck English for you.
I'm a victim of the California school system, so.
Well, y'all supposed to be more educated. That's like my wife's from the north.
Is that what they say?
Yeah, well, my wife's from the north, and she's got that proper English, and every time I say ain't
Parker
gonna...
Kligerman.
Yeah, every time I say ain't gonna, yeah, believe me, yeah.
Parker
Man, he's
Kligerman
all
just
over
got,
the place, ain't
He's
he?
all over the place. I don't know what happened. He spilled his coffee or something. I don't know what happened in that car. But
Oh, man, I tell you, well, you know, that's just a product of these tires. He's been out there for 39, 40 laps, folks. I mean, how much longer can they go, Don?
well, like I said, a fuel run was approximately 55 to 58 laps, but I don't know, man. Some of these guys might, I mean, we've already seen guys short pitting, so, you know, that might be worth it. You know, some of those guys like Nick Cohan, he's the points leader, and he's short pitted, so he's probably thinking, you know what? I can be faster out there on fresher tires than I can be on old tires on a longer run. So, you know, we're going to see different strategies tonight.
Yeah. You know, it looks like a lot of these guys are going to try to take it as close as they can to a fuel run. Well, I'll tell you, 55 laps. I mean, that's just got to be some dangerous racing. As a driver, us, it's exciting to see up here, but as a driver, to know that the tires just wear out no matter what you're doing. You see right there, Parker Kligerman misses pit road. Boy, almost.
Oh,
man.
the who was that spun out in the grass?
Greg
Somebody's
Evans,
in
I
the
think
grass.
it was.
Greg Evans.
Was it Greg Evans?
No, it wasn't Greg.
No.
It was Justin Fuller.
Justin Fuller. Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
The caution is out. Now, I wonder how that's going to affect Parker Kligerman since he was on pit road when the caution came out. So we'll have to see how that goes. That might mix up the field here.
He needs to just drive through so he don't get a replay.
He should. Yeah, he should. I think that's exactly what he did. It looks like he just drove through because he's coming behind the pace car.
Okay, what happened here? I'm watching the 21 Eric Arnold here, and I'm watching Justin Fuller. He's trying to low down. As soon as he does, that car just comes out from under him. And, man, Parker Kligerman had to get hard on the binders there. I'm surprised. Oh, okay, yeah, he spun it around. That's why the caution came out. I was surprised that he held on the caution. He got going pretty quick, but, yeah, if Parker does a drive-through, it won't affect him. He won't get a EOL or a black flag on that.
No, yeah. If as long as he didn't stop, it should be fine. Yeah, he should be okay on that. But some of these guys, like, because we had different pit strategies, they might be getting caught a lap down. It looks like, I don't know if Nick Cohan's a lucky dog. I think he might be.
Yep, he looks like it right now. Nick Cohan's going to get that lucky dog, man, to go around, or the wave around, as the new political term, I guess. I was reading somewhere that something about the lucky dog, which,
really?
You know what? Yeah, I was reading. There's an article out there I was reading about something about the lucky dog that they don't like doing. It's referring to a dog or something. I was like, man, whatever. It's been around for racing for like ages, and you just all of a sudden want to change it. It's like, man, what? Okay, fine. Yeah, I know.
Ugh.
Yeah, I still call it lucky dog, but hey,
I got no comment. No comment.
Well, yeah, me too. Gotta love it. New world. I'm glad I'll be dead in the next 30 years.
That's dark, Joe.
I know, man. I tell you what, that's terrible. Huh?
Dang.
Well, let's see. You know, pit road's a busy place. Anybody you want to talk to?
Hold on. Let me look real quick. Let me see. Who do I want to talk to? Who would I like to talk to?
Who would you like to talk to? Yeah.
I'm looking. I'm sorry.
I mean, we ain't got that long of a call. So
I know. Let's talk to Travis McQuestion.
All right. Where's he at now?
He's in
Steel
Steel
Horse?
Horse.
All right. I'll bring him up here and let's talk with him. Bring him in the green room. I don't think he's on pit road. Nope. He's coming off, so we'll make sure he gets on the track first, gets past that commitment cone. Good. All right. Bring him up here and let's get talk with him.
We got Travis McQuestion here from PMS Simulations. How's the car and how's the track tonight, Travis?
The car is okay. It's okay for about 10, 15 laps, and then there's no grip out there. I think you probably were seeing that in the broadcast, that everybody's pretty loose, especially coming off the corners. So yeah, it's there's not a lot of grip, but it's making for some exciting racing.
How you feeling about your chances tonight? You think you will be able to bring that 93 car up a little bit further up the field there?
I hope so. Use a little strategy here. I stayed out to get up to here, to 15th right now. But I'm aiming for a top 15, top 10. That'd be a good night for me.
Well, anybody you want to thank or anybody you want to mention out there real quick before we get green?
Yeah, I want to thank you guys up in the booth for doing all you do, and all the admins here at Sim 500, and also the PMS buddies that I have that are watching. So thank you guys for watching, and thanks for everybody else for watching.
Yeah, man. Good luck tonight. I hope you get that thing up there a little bit further, man.
Thank you.
All right, that's Travis right there doing an awesome job. So getting back down there to Steel Horse Racing, and well, they got a conglomerate of drivers down there, don't they?
Well, we got a few. We kind of collaborate with a few other teams there. No, we just collaborate and collaborate and listen to some other teams.
Okay.
And we all kind of share notes, and we got Dizzy Motorsports down there, we got the PMS Motorsports down there, and Steel Horse. So we all kind of just work together.
No, why?
Or they
Parker
work together.
Klingerman's going into the pits again.
I don't know. I saw that he stayed out. Maybe I was trying to figure that out earlier while we were talking to Travis. I was noticing that.
You know what? Well, here's the thing. He didn't make that pit stop before.
Yeah.
And now he's making his pit stop. That's going to bury him in the back, but he's got plenty of time to come back to the field. At least he didn't go a lap down on that. Right choice. And folks, like we were saying, and if I'm not mistaken, that's even in real NASCAR racing. I mean, if you don't get past the start-finish line on pit road, and if you stop before the start-finish line and caution comes out, they will put your lap down or black flag you or whatever.
Yep.
And even in real NASCAR.
Yeah, that's just, and he knew heads up. He was on pit road. He saw that the yellow came out, and that's good heads up on him that he didn't stop. So at least he didn't go a lap down. He's going to be buried back in the field a little bit, but it's better than being a lap down. Absolutely.
Pace car lights are off. We're going back racing here. Sean Castro out front. Reminds me of Castro back in the war days, but hey, he's out here warring this place tonight. Man, he spun the tires off the start there, but he got a good jump. Here comes Anthony DeBarro. Man, he spun those things hard off the start.
Yeah, some of these guys are just a little bit worn tires. It's definitely going to spin the tires on the start here.
Yeah, well, he's been out there. Well, see, now, wait a minute. The thing is, too, well, he's out there for 15 laps on his tires.
Wow.
And you can see the difference between new tires and old tires. He is just getting run over there.
He's getting gobbled up, man. People are just literally weaving in and out trying not to hit him. So, yeah, that's the big difference between old tires and new tires. So
I would wonder why he would not have pitted on that last caution.
Maybe he just didn't expect the tire drop off as much as it was. That's the only thing I can think of.
Really?
I don't know.
Hey, well, look at this battle right here. That's the 20th, Chad Coleman. Haven't really spoke of him tonight, but he's battling it out with the 46 of Nick Silver. Man, I tell you what, I like that Chad Coleman. I like that paint job he's got on that machine.
Yeah, and look at Greg Evans sneaking right up on him on the high side. Looks like he's trying to look for that spot right there. Chad's car got a little bound up on the low side there, but that is definitely a great paint scheme. Yeah, we haven't talked to him about him most of the night. He started 14th, and he's up to 7th.
Well, I'll tell you what, and man, Sean is just dropping like a rock in water right now, and the problem is it is binding up the field back here. The guy's going to have to take it easy because on new tires, they're running up on him very, very fast like.
Yeah, we were just talking about Travis McQuistion, and he's right there behind Rhett McBride, and he's catching up to him right now, catching up to Sean on those old tires. So, yeah, those old tires are definitely taking its toll on Sean right there as Nick Cohan's looking underneath him.
Yeah, he's going to have to do a pit stop here pretty soon. Right now, good battle going on. Brian Boris Cook right there, Jose Gonzalez, Mitch Rollo, and they got Chris Jaboo in the mix along with Rick McBride. Everybody single file up front.
Yeah, since we got new tires, a lot of guys with new tires, they're really good battles here. Parker Kligerman, he's working his way back up there right now as he looks inside Casey Duncan.
Yeah. Whoa, he's going to get up there and get him a donut if he don't watch out.
That's right. He's really close there. He almost got it. Justin Fuller's right there watching those two guys. He doesn't know where to go. Looks like he's going to go down low and try to get it on the Casey Duncan also. Maybe not.
Two fast cars right there, Parker Klingerman and Justin Fuller. They got to be patient coming through the field here. Another guy, though, we haven't really talked much about again, who is making his way through the field. That's Malik Ray. He's back in 24th. Don't know what happened on his end. Actually, he took a pit stop early. He was one of those short pitters.
Yeah, he's one of those short pitters, so he took a pit stop early. I'm not sure what he did on that last pit stop or not, but he's making his way up there. He's still got lots of time. I was also looking up there. Michael Prester, we haven't talked about him, the number 64. He started 32nd. He's worked his way up to 11th.
Yes, he is. Looks really good. He's right there with Glenn Campbell and them. Glenn Campbell's up there. Tommy Ryan, Scott Simley. I call him Scott Smiley, man. Always smiling.
He started 29th.
Pretty good so far. So, man, I tell you, some guys making moves. And here's the thing, too, Don, because we've got people on different cycles of pits. Everybody from the top, I'm going to say all the way down to, I'll give you an idea here in just a second, all the way to about the 18th place spot, 19th place spot, has been out there around 9 to 10 laps on their tires. Everybody past that point, it's 15 on back. So, kind of gives you an idea why they're not moving to the front and all these other guys are.
Yeah, like you said, different tire strategies. Some guys stayed out, some guys decided to pit. So it's definitely gonna, we'll see how it pans out here. We're, I don't even believe we're at halfway yet, so we still have a lot of racing left to go.
60,
almost there, right?
Yeah, that would be halfway right now.
Yeah, right, halfway right now, actually.
Well, the halfway person would have been Anthony DeBarro getting that halfway bonus points. And folks, yes, on the Monday night, I know I've been slacking a little bit, but on the Monday night they do get a bonus point for halfway. And right now Anthony DeBarro would have got that. I think it's the top 10 who actually get some. And look at Parker Klingerman, boy, he's making it 3 wide. He's coming to the front in those new tires.
Yeah, he's definitely being aggressive on this. Like I said, Parker Klingerman's aggressive. He knows what his car has got. He's got new tires, so he's working his way up there after having to make that pit stop before this last restart. And yeah, you are correct. The top 10 get points for the halfway. First place gets 10 points. Second place gets 9, and they work their way down all the way to 10th, which gets 1 point.
Oh, boy, he got real wiggly. That car pushed up the track almost, was going to go right into Rick McBride. Now, that's one thing he's got to be careful on coming through the field. I mean, he wants to utilize the new tires the best he can before they start, kind of wearing out. Try to get as many positions as he possibly can. He's up to 15th.
Yeah, he's been really working his way up, knocking off those positions. But like you said, some of the guys in front of him, that might be a little bit slower on a different strategy. So he's got to really be patient, not get too fast behind those cars and either drive through them or knock them out of the way. He's got to take care of his stuff too.
Yeah, you can just see that low line takes a toll on the tires and the cornering there as he has to muscle that machine as it wants to step out from under him, as all these drivers do. So Parker's on his way to the front. Up front, we still got Anthony DeBarro. He's got about a half-second lead over Mike Kelly, who started 25th and is up to 2nd.
Yeah, that's a great run for Mike Kelly. He's actually doing really good. He's not too close to Anthony right now, but he's holding really solid in 2nd place. It's like the top 3 or 4, pretty good spread out. Closest battle we got really in the front is probably 5th, 6th, 7th on back. Absolutely,
as you got Nelson Rivera right there. He's in the 3rd. Eric Arnold, you try to work him over. Chad Coleman up to the 5th place. Like you said, you just kind of got to go back here. Well, Michael Priester, actually right behind him, Sue Parker Klingerman and Brian Boris Cook right there side by side. They're actually battling. Here comes Nick Cohan in the mix.
It's just a hornet's nest back there with all those cars. Every one of those guys back there is just fighting for position, with Parker Klingerman leading it right there, and Brian Boris Cook right on his tail right there trying to get that spot back. And Nick Cohan's looking on the inside of both of them.
Yeah, he is, man. Look at the good battling going on. Boy, I tell you what, right there's a big train.
Yeah, that high side just knows the tail.
Wow, and that right crazy. There, you know what that was right there, Don? That was basically just he lost the momentum, and it stacked the field up. Brian Boris and actually Jose, and there's nowhere to go but just get right up there on the back end of him.
Yeah, those 3 cars that was behind him, they all had good heads up right there. None of them got into each other. They all loaded up and did their thing. So that was really good racing there. Really good checkup on all of them.
Yeah, that's just one thing. You also got the old Justin Fuller, who spun coming in. He's down on the inside. He's up already to 18th place spot right now, trying to work his best way up to the front.
Yeah, Justin Fuller's been slowly working his way up. Yeah, he had that issue earlier, but he recovered from that. His car doesn't seem too bad. Got the damage fixed, and he's still battling it right up there, trying to, in the top 20, trying to work his way further up.
Yeah, there's a car, man, went off the bank, and I'm not sure who that was.
Yeah, his car didn't get too damaged, Justin. I'm surprised by that.
No, I mean, he just spun. He went through the grass, so it actually looked pretty good. It was right there at the edge of it, so not too bad. Still good battle going on Brian Boris there with Nick Cohan. Travis McQuistion, I hope I'm saying his last name right, still on 20th spot right there.
Yeah, he's in 20th spot. He started 38th, so he's not doing too bad. He's made up a lot of spots there. He's just slowly working his way up. He broke that top 20 and is just trying to maybe take care of his tires. I'm trying to see how he's running. He's kind of running middle to high, except when he's trying to pass somebody. So he's probably just trying to take care of his tires. We'll have to see how it works out. Still got a lot of racing left to do.
Malik Ray been out there for 24 laps right now on his run. He can already feel it. You can see that car just stepping out from under him. And folks, just to say, we know Malik Ray, he can drive the wheels off just about anything. I mean, when you've got a car that's just a evil handling thing out there, it's hard for anybody to try to maintain on the track.
Certain tracks just bite some guys. Come up and bite him. That's all it is. Certain guys, like Malik, is fast every week, but just certain tracks, maybe certain setups, just don't mix with the driving style of certain guys, and it just seems that he's kind of struggling with the setup a little bit tonight. I mean, we know Malik is fast each and every week, but he's just seems to be maybe struggling a little bit with the setup and just can't kind of put the power down as much as he can as much as he'd like to right now. So, I mean, he's doing a great job though still.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, the yellow Ford out there, might as well give it to him here. Let's go high and wide. That Blimpie Cam, that's right. Man out there said free Blimpie. All right, well, we'll put some free Blimpie. If I could throw subs out of this thing, I would at you. But it gives you a good perspective of the facility and just how far apart these guys are on the track. Some are far, some aren't. And then I got to always say, Don, you like Blimpie?
Of course. I always go for a Blimpie sandwich.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we call it here at OSRN Network. And, Parker Klingerman, well, as we just saw him go through the grass on the Blimpie. Yeah. Man, we're going to go from the Blimpie cam to the caution cam here, so to speak, man. But
he didn't hit anything.
He didn't hit nothing. Spun it off down through the grass there, but the caution's out because of it. And like I say, folks, well, there you go. We call it here at OSR Network, online simracingnetwork.com. Your home for fun and exciting sim racing. We call it the Blimpie cam, and wow, you just saw right there Klingerman go through the grass, and just like that, hey, doesn't matter, man, the skill of the driver. This track, step out and bite you.
That's right, and I bet you everyone is going to pit for tires on this one.
Oh, yeah, you don't pit for tires, and
I need to question your intelligence.
I need to talk to you on what kind of game plan you got going on.
That's right. After the race, we need to speak on pit road because there's something wrong.
Yeah, because if you don't, like I say, because everybody's been out there for a long, long time, so yeah. John out there's funny. Folger's not strong enough for Parker to stay up after that. Maybe he didn't have enough coffee on that run, so I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. That's funny.
Wow, that was a good one. I like that. I tell you what, let's see if we can get talk with Mike. You want to get talk with Mike Kelly?
Sure, why not?
All right, let's see where he's at here. So if we can't find him, make sure he's in there. There he is. He's down in turn 1 Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk to him? You want me to talk to him?
You can talk to him.
All right. Well, let me let him get through his pit stop here. I don't know, like the best of.
I talked to Travis. You can talk to him.
All right, that'll work.
We'll switch off.
Yeah, let him get through his pit stop. I don't really like pulling him up. We're trying to concentrate, obviously, because we can't see it here in the broadcast, but they see it as the drivers. They got to do animated pit crews and all. What that has done is you've got to hit more precise on pit road with actually getting in your pit box, or that thing will mess you up.
Well, not only that, they got to concentrate on the pit road speed, And they also have their spotter chatting in their ear, telling them where to line up and everything else when they come off pit road, who to pass, because somebody might have got a speeding penalty. So we don't like to bug them when that's going on.
Yeah, because right there, man, you see them already sliding coming off pit road.
Yeah, well, they're fighting for those positions, man.
No, well, he was on the actual turnoff road.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, he was right there. So let's bring him up now. He's back on the track now. So bring him up here and get to talk with him. Mike Kelly, Joe Aiden Booth, got a copy?
Hey, Joe, how you doing?
Man, doing good. And I tell you what, you looking good out there. Started 25th, you up to 3rd. How's the car and the track?
Car's good. Working the bottom good. Track slick.
We can see it. These things look like they're a handful after a while. About what lap do you start feeling it?
Oh, probably 12 to 15. Then it becomes kind of like the old dry, slick dirt.
Wow, I'll tell you what. And then, you know, what we've seen before, some of these guys are doing like 40, almost 40 lap stints out there. So if you're talking about running out of tires at lap 15, that's a long way. You think you got a car to pull it off here tonight?
Oh, I don't know. Anthony's looking pretty fast. I could make, you know, maybe if we have a long run here to the end, because I'm definitely planning on going to the end if there's no yellows. So we'll see. I think the car's good. I got a shot, but Anthony's tough if he don't make any mistakes.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, good luck out there.
Thank you.
All right. So you can't get him back down there to his turn 1 heroes. There you go. Sounding a little confident in there. Definitely, he's kind of worried about the track. You could tell that in his voice, and I guarantee you he's not the only one out there worried about what this track's going to pull on him here as the race goes on.
No, definitely. He's definitely worried about it. I think all these guys are worried about it. I don't think he's the only one, but he said he's going to go to the end, so he's definitely going to be hopefully saving his tires.
Well, by what they did the first run, he could. I mean, 55 laps on fuel. He's got enough fuel.
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely he's going to be, like he just said, it's going to be like driving on ice.
Definitely going to be. Later in the setup, it will be. So he's going to try to probably pull off as many passes as he can here early on in this run, and then after that, maybe just settle in and see what happens.
Well, we'll just have to see. He's one of those drivers, man, that can get it done. He's up front. Good place to be here. Anthony DeBarro got that silver bullet out there in the number 5 machine. Right behind him, like I say, Mike Kelly. You got Nick's silver. E.J. O'Rourke's up there along with Greg Evans, Tommy Rhines, Chad Coleman, Mitch Rollo, Eric Arnold, Glenn Campbell round out the top 10 here as we're getting set to go back green flag racing.
Yeah, this is going to be the restart, man. These guys are really going to try to get it here on these fresh tires. So I think we're going to see a lot of passing early on here.
2 guys has been able to try to bring to the front. Parker Klingerman's buried back in 31st right now. Malik Ray, he's back in 18th, but they're all on new tires, so I got a feeling that they're going to try to pull it to the front here and see what happens. You don't want to be over aggressive. That's easier said than done, but you definitely want to be able to try to pass the cars as quick as you can. Here we go. Lights off on the pace car. We're going back green flag racing. When they cross the line, it'll be lap 80, and that will put us 47 to go here tonight at Chicagoland for the Sim 500 Monday Night Series presented by Transervice. Green flag flies. Anthony DeBarro gets a good jump on with Mike Kelly right there behind him, and Nick Silver right in tow.
Yeah, right there. E.J. O'Rourke, Greg Evans, Tommy Ryan, they're all going down into turn 1 and then coming out of turn 2 on that back stretch right there, trying to jockey for position. They got those fresh tires. I think you're going to see a lot of passes on the inside here.
Yeah, you got a lot of passing going to happen here early. Everybody's got new tires. Glenn Campbell's up into the 10th place spot. Behind him, you got Rick McBride, the 54. Just kind of looking at some of this battling going on back here in the back.
Yeah, I was just looking at some of the battling going on by Rhett McBride and a little bit further back there by Travis McQuistion and all those guys. They're just some of those guys are trying to make that low line work because like we were talking about before, the tires, they got great grip right now because they just came out of the pits. They got fresh tires, so they're going to try to make that low line work and try to get as many spots as they can.
Absolutely. As up front, top 4 or 5, our single files. We're watching this battle back here, kind of mid-pack, so to speak. Man, some good battling. Malik Ray's all over the back end of Mike right there. He's going to push him to the front if he can.
I was just watching that. He's going to try to take a 3 wide right there at the start-finish line. If he gets by, now they're 2 abreast now going into turn 1.
Yeah, Michael just knew he was faster. Contact between him and Jose, and that's just a product of, hey, look, I got to go.
That's just close racing right there. That's all that is. Malik Ray's on a mission. He's got fresh tires. And like I said, on the beginning of the run, these guys are going to try to get as many spots as they can on that inside line. You can see Malik Ray really working that inside line.
Absolutely. Eric Arnold up there, the 9th place spot. He's got his hands full with Justin Fuller, who's trying to get back up front along with Nick Cohan there in tow. Chad Coleman along with them. So good racing throughout this entire field here. Like I say, everybody's sitting on the same amount of tires, and that's what they're going to utilize for right now. But we've talked with them, a couple drivers here. They've said between 12, 15 laps or so. You were saying 22. They're saying a lot less, that these things become a handful.
Yeah, Travis McQuistion said that it was about 15 laps in that his car was really becoming a handful there. So, yeah, these guys are really battling the setup tonight. It's just the nature of the beast at Chicagoland, just the way the setup is. The tires just get really eaten up, and that's just, they just have to deal with it. That's just all they can do. It's a battle of the guys who save tires and the guys that don't.
You know what? That's just a product of sometimes, like you said earlier, some tracks, man, are good, some tracks aren't. You can't have the best of both worlds all the time. Sometimes you got to just come out here, and that's why these drivers are constant professionals out here on iRacing week in and week out. Good battle between Malik Ray and Brian Boris Cook. Is he going to try to take that 11th or actually 13th place spot away?
Yeah, they're door to door there. Malik Ray's got the preferred line on the inside, so you get those fresh tires, so he's probably going to make that pass pretty easy. Bryce Boris Cook's not going to let it go, though. He's going to try to battle on the high side, but I think Malik's probably going to get it from him.
All right, John Marine. All right, I'd have to get ready on this one. We got a big field out here.
Yeah, so you got 43 cars out here, man.
Yeah, 43 cars.
I can go eat dinner.
Yeah.
I can go pick up. I'm going to go order
Get
a
your
pizza.
bologna sandwich.
I'm going to go order a pizza and pick it up while you do the rundown.
All right, well, they want the rundown. Let's give it to them. Why not? OSR Network rundown order. The man out front, Anthony DeBarro, he is leading this one in the number 5 machine. Second place runner there, Mike Kelly, looking good. He started 25th. He's up to second. Nick Silver sitting in the 3rd place, started 7th. Got that 46 running right now. 4th place runner, that's Greg Evans. He started in the 16th spot. He's up to 4th. EJ O'Rourke, well, try to click on EJ. He's in a battle right now, though, for the 5th place spot. He come from 17th. He's up there, and he's battling with this man, Mitch Rollo, there. So they're battling for 5th and 6th place, respectively. Tommy Ryan's right behind them. Started 22nd. He's up to 7th. You got Justin Fuller. He's trying to get back to the front. Put it on pole tonight. Currently sitting 8th. Right behind him, Chad Coleman. He's got his hands full with a couple other drivers that are battling him for the 9th place spot, as Eric Arnold right there is battling with him for the 9th and 10th place, as he's sitting pretty good himself. Behind him, Nick Cohan. That's our points leader right there. He's having a pretty good night himself, sitting in 11th. Malik Ray will start at 37th and worked his way up to 12th. Had an up and down night so far, but he's looking good, trying to get a lot more here. 13th place man, Rick McBride. That's a good one there. Josh Parker, he's up to 14th, started 9th. Got a little bit of side damage on that one. Travis McQuistion right there, started 38th, up to 15th. So far, looking really, really good in that number 93 machine. Michael Prester, he's up in the 16th spot, started 32nd. Scott Simley, I call him Scott Smiley. He's out here smiling up a cool breeze because he started 29th, and he's in 17th so far, running really good in that number 12 machine. Trey Edson, the newcomer about several weeks ago, winner at Sonoma. He started 5th back in 18th. Not been able to rebound too much, but he's got plenty of time to get it done. Jose Gonzalez, call him Speedy Gonzalez out here, started 6th, currently sitting in the 19th place spot. And as he's battling it out there with the man, Parker Klingerman, Mr. NBC himself out here tonight. He started 8th, currently right there battling with Jose for the 19th, 20th spot. And look at this, 21st, man. Joey Katina looking good in the Sunco machine out there, number 4. Started 27th, up to 21st. Brian Boris Cook, well, there he is. He's the man who is the social media guy for Joe Gibbs out there in the Bitcoin machine. Running good in the 22nd spot, started 34th. Steve Goschak, well, he's got the Nerf mobile, and it's a humming really well. And the number 91 he's got sitting in 23rd. Scott Stencil's another one out here. Hey, he loves running those trucks in real life. Man's up to 24th right now. Thomas George is right there on his inside trying to battle him out. That's for the 25th spot he's in. KC Duncan, well, we always say Duncan. Well, he's got the Dunkin' Donut machine out here. If he can hand out Dunkin' Donuts, he might be able to get up front. Maybe a little bit of a bribery going on, but he's in 22nd right now, looking good. Jonathan Lockhart, South Park. Love South Park. Was talking about that the other day. Awesome. Man's right there in the 27th spot, running pretty well tonight. And Dan Denayer, I hope I said his last name right. Apologize if I didn't, but he's sitting in the 28th spot right here. Jason Barham. Right there, got the kick-ass beef jerky machine, which we had that last Monday night as a title sponsor. And I'll tell you what, if y'all want to get some good beef jerky, check those guys out, as he's up right now in the 29th spot. Old Doug Roth, look at that. Hippies Paint Shop. That guy brings out some nice paints on the 43 machine. He's up the 30th spot right now. Newcomer Sean Castro's not been able to bounce back. Started third here tonight. He's just not been able to bounce back. We're under caution here. And the last of them, I'm going to go ahead and just read quick. The last 8 guys. We got Brian Iron Wortman, Glenn Campbell, Chris Jaboo, Corbin Hemstreet, Randy William, Nelson Riviera, Casey Campbell, Ed Barrell, and Jimmy Coleman. And we got 3 cars out of the race. Joe Hudson, Nick Solomon, and Nick Timms all out of the race here. As that's your OSR Network rundown order. Didn't get the last 8 in, so we're under caution right now. But man, what a good paint jobs and what a good field out here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. You out of breath, Joe?
That's a lot of cars.
That's a lot of cars, man. I was trying to figure out what that caution came out for.
Parker Klingerman.
Well, that's the second yellow, so that means he has to park it.
Well, I think he's probably going to have to, because he slams the wall. What
Oh,
happened?
I didn't see.
Oh, him and looks like Jose just got together. Oh, yeah, he tore that car up hard into the wall. Wow, it just looks like it pushed up, and he thought he was clear, and Jose just got the back end of him there just a little bit. Man, I hate that between those two.
Yeah, that looks like Parker might be done for the night. That really stinks.
Yeah, had a fast car, and that's been pretty much his season. Man, I'm gonna tell you, he's had a fast car come up front, and then just all of a sudden, boom, just something happened.
Always. He's had bad luck, but I'm looking at something here.
What's that?
It's your boy Malik Ray cracking the top 10.
Whew, I'm gonna tell you, that guy is fast week in and week out. I mean, if you was a gambler, how can you just bet against him?
Oh, maybe not anymore. I don't know. I just saw top 10. I don't know if he made a pit stop, so that's what I was saying.
Yeah, everybody's on pit road right now. It's a busy place.
Well, we'll have to see where he goes after that, what happens after that, but it's definitely a busy place.
Well, yes, it is. And everybody's running. Well, they're almost 3 wide coming out of the pit road.
Yeah, those guys are battling coming off pit road there.
Now, he might still be in the top 10 because he's looking like, it looks like about 7th or 8th or so far what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, it looks like he probably will be in the top 10. It looks like he had a pretty good pit stop there. So, wow, we might see Malik Ray coming from the back, started 37th. Woo. Oh, well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Parker's a good guy, man. Got to talk to him, man, when he won his race there. And, he comes out here just to have fun here running. Just unfortunate set of circumstances. And, yeah, it happens. I mean, this track here tonight, I'm surprised we haven't seen more cautions than what we have, because these guys, we'll give a hats off to them. I've done a phenomenal job holding on to these beasts out here. I mean, these things are, I call them the monster machines. Well, tonight, they are definitely some monsters.
Yeah, that Monster Energy sponsors NASCAR, and I can see why in the Cup Series, because these cars definitely are monsters. I mean, I started 3 races in the Monday Series presented by Transervice, and I was done. I figured, you know what, I'll go up in the booth with Joe. I think I can handle that a little bit more than I can handle these cars.
Safer up here.
It's a lot safer up here. It's a lot calmer up here. My nerves don't get as rattled. I don't get as much anxiety. I like it.
There you go. See, that's what it's about. I'll tell you what. Because at a race like this, we think it's exciting. The viewers out there, I hope y'all are so excited. We could see. But the drivers, man, I guarantee you, if after this race you talk to every driver out there, you might find someone who's like, oh, yeah, I had fun. Most of them are going to be like, man, it was just a handful.
There's so many emotions. I guess that all depends on where you finish.
Yeah, true. If you win the race, you're like, hey, yeah, it's the awesome thing in the world.
That's right. Oh, I screamed off the top of my lungs when I won my Daytona race. I thought my wife was going to kill me. I hollered.
You know what? I got to go back. Like I say, we had an awesome race last week here in the Monday night series for Daytona. But the Wednesday race, if anybody just showing up. Don pulled off the Wednesday night race. Go back and relive that thing, because the last couple laps, man, EJ O'Rourke, I thought there for a minute he's going to turn you, because man, you were wrestling with that machine.
Man, I don't ever really, just because I hate the sound of my own voice, I don't ever go back and watch the Monday night races, but I watched that Wednesday night race probably 10 times. And EJ O'Rourke was wearing my bumper out, and I really don't know how I held on to it, but EJ, that was just a great race, a great finish, and we always call Daytona a wild card, and it's definitely a wild card if I can win it.
But you know what? Hey, look, you got there, you put yourself in the spot, you won it. That's all that matters. And John, you watched that Madden game the other day. I got a little excited when I was playing that one, because I came back from a 21-point deficit
I was
and
watching
beat that guy. Oh, you was watching that one?
I saw part of it.
I couldn't believe I did that, man, on him. So I was.
Go see Joe White doing some streaming right there on OSRN at Twitch, man.
I do, man. I do it once in a while.
Streams all the time.
I do. I pull up my games when I ain't got races and stuff. I'll pull them
That's
up,
right.
just sit back, play some Wreck Fest, play on my Xbox or whatnot. I love
Yeah.
playing Madden,
It's a
Division.
good time.
So heck yeah.
I
Well,
love
here we
streaming.
go. I tell you what, looks like 20 to go in this one. Is my math? 30 to go in this one. As the pace car is off, man, Anthony DeBarro, he steps on that pedal, takes off here, gets a good jump over Mike Kelly, who is still in second. Greg Evans there in third. They get single file up front, but behind them, boy, they are racing hard.
And there's Malik Ray right there. And look, they're 3 wide going into the corner there. Malik Ray's down low. He's definitely going to battle for that spot.
Man, look at Justin Fuller, though, to the powerhouse to the outside there. Malik knows it's go time here. I don't know if it's go time quite yet. Probably is, because due to the track and the conditions of the tires, the longer this thing runs, it will run out here on them. So they have got to go now when they've got the freshest tires out here.
Yeah, right now is when they take advantage of these passes. They take advantage of that low line. They have the freshest tires that they're going to have the whole entire race, and they're definitely going to be making moves.
Absolutely. Look at Mitch Rollo. Boy, he is all over the place, though. He's up to 8th place right now, though.
Yeah, Mitch Rollo, we haven't really talked about him too much tonight. He started 26th on the field. He's up to 8th right now, and he's making some bold moves out there.
Got to at this point. Like I said, we're getting down to about 27 to go here. And this one, everybody's on fresh tires. We know the tire fall off here as it goes on. We've had some pretty good long green flag runs. Not saying that, we won't get another caution. Hopefully we won't. But a lot of the cautions tonight have just really been kind of single car and a product of the track and basically the tire wear.
Yeah, we haven't had a big wreck or multi-car wrecks really tonight. It's been kind of single-car incidents or whatever. It's been a really great racing tonight here at Chicagoland.
Yeah, I tell you what, need to put some more hot conditions out here again. I think they mentioned that in NASCAR the other week. Maybe that's the formula. Hot track, hot car, and it made for a great racing because what we got?
I'm looking
Where
at
you
Eric Arnold and who was that? Josh Parker, I believe it was. And we have a wreck on the field.
Oh, we
05.
do. Trey Edson's around.
Sorry, I didn't mean to jump in there.
Well,
but it
I
looked
wasn't knowing where you were. I was wondering what you saw. Because where I was at, they wasn't going on, but side-by-side racing.
Yeah, I was a little bit back further, about 10th or so, and I saw somebody somebody push up into another car, and then behind them they started wrecking. Yeah.
Trey Edson got up into, looks like he got up into, might have been Rick McBride, but let me go
I believe
back
so.
here. Yep, he just went down to the apron, and that car just got loose, and he went into the turn. They were 3 wide. EJ O'Rourke was right there along with them. And it pushed up the track and kept pushing. I think he thought he might have been clear, but barely caught the nose of Rick McBride. I'm going to tell you what, folks. I got to go right along with Michael Prister because if you get a chance here.
I'm trying to do that myself. Michael Prister?
Michael Prister, go ride. I'm going to ride along on the roll cam of him. All right, so we're just going to go to the hood view. Because watch how close he was, and a good job of missing this thing. I'll just let you see just what I'm seeing here. I mean, this was a good heads up by him just to not get involved in this wreck. Look at that near miss. Wow. I mean, that was inches.
I'm watching it right now. That was amazing.
That was inches upon inches right there. So, well, this one's going to set it up. And You know what? I'm looking at something here. Anthony Navarro did not pit. Neither did Mitch Rollo or Brian Wortman. Now, I don't know if Brian's going to go into the pits, but hey, obviously, the last lap 27, that puts an end to it. 5 to go. If a caution comes out normally, that puts an end to it. And, hey, good deal, man, there, BG. I'm glad you tuning in, as always, everybody. But I don't know if this is a very smart, I'm going to go ahead and say a smart move on Anthony DeBarro's part, or Mitch Rollo's, or those guys' part, because everybody from 6 on back pitted. We saw what happened last time. There's going to be a solid 8-lap difference in tires. If this thing goes caution, obviously they're banking on it not going caution free. And there goes Brian Wortman. He does go into pits. Anthony doesn't. But if we saw what happened with Sean earlier in the race, is what I'm trying to get at on his end.
Yeah, when Sean Castro didn't take Casto. I don't know how to say his name.
I said Casto.
Casto.
Yeah, Casto.
Okay. I'll ask him after the race.
Yeah, we'll get it with
anymore. Anyway, we talked to Sean about it earlier, and then we saw what happened when he didn't pit. So yeah, I'm really kind of questioning this on Anthony DeBarro's part. And another, I don't have that information in front of me, but who pitted and who didn't? Is it the top 3?
It was the top 3. All right, Anthony DeBarro, Mitch Rollo, Jason Barham. Now, Jose Gonzalez, which he's got a lot of damage. He does. I don't know why he didn't just go on into the pits, but he's been out there for 8 laps. Mike Kelly's the first one who was pitted with the 4 tires and all out there. What's up, man? Gerald, how you doing? Who's the first one out there with newer tires. Then you got Justin Fuller, Malik Ray, Greg. I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of people are like, well, it's only about 8-lap difference. Yeah,
that
but on
doesn't
a track
matter.
like this, yeah, and the conditions that they're running in, man, at 5-lap different tires.
Matters. Yeah.
Whew, yeah.
5 laps matter between, if you're in the front right now and you have 5-lap older tires than the guys behind you, they're still going to eat you up. So,
and we still got 22 laps to go.
Yeah, and Jose out there with that front end damage. I mean,
I got a feeling what he's probably going to do is a sportsman style deal. Probably will pull off as soon as the start goes on, let those guys behind him. I got a feeling that's what he'll do. I mean,
I would hope.
I would hope, but I mean, hey, then again, it's a racer's a racer. You feel like you maybe have a car that can hold up, but maybe he's hoping for some more cautions here. But that's a long way to go on trying to get it to that 5 to go mark. As
we'll see.
I don't know where Malik Ray's going.
Yeah, I was just looking at that too. What's Malik doing? Is he pitting?
I hope not. Maybe
I hope not. No, he's getting lined back up.
Yeah, okay. He's
I was going to say, he better not be.
Bit.
I was
He's hanging
come
out.
on, Malik.
Yeah, he's psyching him up a little bit. That's what he's trying to do.
He's just playing mind games with the folks. That's all he's doing.
Wow, it's going to be interesting. I mean, if I'm Anthony up there and Mitch, Anthony's the biggest one. Now, obviously, you got Jason and Mitch. And those guys there, they're probably thinking, well, I ain't got nothing to lose. I've been back in the back of the pack most of the night. Want to try something unique here. Anthony's had a fast car up front a lot. He's sitting right now almost going to be like 8-lap, 7-lap different tires. When we go green, going to be 21 laps to go. As the pace car lights off, here we go. Pace car's in. Anthony DeBarro, now he's got to be careful. He don't want to spin those tires because he can. He gets a good jump out front. Now we're going to see if those guys behind him, Mike Kelly and him, gets a good run. And here they go, 3 wide. They're going to split Jason going into turn 1.
Wow, 3 wide right there going into turn 1. That worked out, though. Mike Kelly down low. I mean, it worked out for him. And who is that? Jason Fuller right there. Wow, he's really battling there for that spot.
Oh, and man, Jose. Oh. Justin tried to go around, cautions out.
Wrecking.
Well, yeah, they're wrecking
Justin
because,
Fuller?
man, it's a huge one. Yeah, Justin
Fuller
was involved. Flips. Let's go back in here on the restart, and I gotta question the call, but obviously, he's a racer. Why Jose would have stayed up there with the front end off like it is, knowing those guys in the back, and what it was Justin had a run. He went 3 wide, and Mike Kelly got in the side of Justin, pushed him up into Jose, and from there, it was just a car wreck. Yeah, it was chaotic back there. Let me see if we can't ride with them, but I know there's not going to be any beer time after that. Yeah, Mike Kelly slid up the track just ever so slightly, got into Justin Fuller. Oh, Travis McQuistion, nowhere to go. 22, man, just destroyed Justin Fuller. He went for a ride, didn't it? Nick Cohan's involved also.
Our points leader.
All right, points leader, you're right. Man, let's ride with him and see what he saw. As just nowhere to go. Got in the side of Jose Gonzalez. I just got to scratch my head on that one a little bit. Again, not my place to say. Let the admin and stuff take care of that one. But yeah, I mean,
Jose. I mean, he didn't cause that wreck. But
He didn't cause it. No.
But at the same time, he was kind of in the way.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll say it.
And we knew he was, and you know, and then that's what. No, I'm not going to blame the wreck on him. I mean, obviously
I'm
Justin
not
Fuller.
blaming it on him.
Obviously Justin Fuller went for a very aggressive move, which we knew he would probably do, or the other guys up there. Now, Mike Kelly just slid up ever so slightly, got pushed. You know, the car pushed on him, and it was just a racing deal from there. Chaotic from the get-go. You know, I hate to see old Travis McQuistion. He got a little bit of damage, but. Man, that's racing right there. I mean, you get down to the end of the race, it's go time. You just got to go. I mean, we could sit up here all day long and analyze this and that, but, man, I tell you, the man that does help is Anthony DeBarro, Mitch Rollo right there. Now, Mike Kelly, he is sitting on the newer tires, and Malik Ray, you just got to watch out for him. And Nick Silver, he's up there too.
Somebody we haven't talked about all night. Well, I've talked about him a little bit because he was my kind of my guy that I would pick his brain for pre-race, but Nerf, Steve Gottschalk, he's up there in 8th. I don't think he's been in the top 10 really all night.
Yeah, true. What's up, Michelle? How you doing out there? Yeah, Steve Gottschalk up in the 8th. Chad Coleman there in 9th. Thomas George. Tommy Ryan. Yeah, Eric Arnold still up in the top there. So, and look at KC Duncan. Well, I'll tell you what, that guy, he needs a break every once in a while. He's up in the 14th, hanging on to it.
You know what? Casey Duncan needs to put a wishbone and a 4-leaf clover and all sorts of good luck charms, a rabbit's foot, a horseshoe on that car, because each and every week that guy runs into the worst luck.
Yeah, you know what?
He really does.
Also, maybe he needs to try this as a campaign if he's listening out there. Free donuts to anybody that don't hit.
There you go. I'll take a donut. I love donuts. Oh my gosh!
I love them too, but I'm gonna tell you what. Yeah, I mean, I don't need them, but hey, I mean, that would be a heck of a campaign.
No.
Look, please
I
don't.
need the donuts.
Oh, you need? Well,
I need donuts.
You need? I don't need them. You
no,
have
I
mine.
do. Okay, give me yours. I need donuts.
But that would be a heck of a campaign. You back and see it on the back or front of his car. Please don't hit me. Free donut. Give out if you don't. But you're right. I mean, the guy, man, every time I turn around, it seems like he gets caught up. Tonight, though, hey, he's up to 14th, doing a good job. Imagine if he came out of here for. And another guy, man, look at this, up in the 12th place, who has turned his truck season around and done very, very well. Joey Katina, man, up in the 12th place spot. He's probably, man, singing a high heaven right now going, woohoo, I got the 4 machine up here.
Yeah, I mean, Joey, you know, he's had some bad luck too this year. He's gotten caught up in different wrecks and all that stuff, but he's having a great night tonight. I know we haven't really talked about him too much, and started 27th, and now he's up to 12th. I mean, he's looking at cracking that top 10. He's trying to finish this thing out with a good run here, and I think he might be able to do it.
Yep, he's got the tires, got the position, just got to hang on to it. But, you know, as fast as we say that, anything can happen here tonight, so definitely got to hang on to it. As we're getting set to go back green flag racing, is going to be 16 laps to go in this one when they cross that line. And I always say it's business is picking up front. Run what you brung here, Tom. Anthony DeBarro out front. Mitch Rollo right there. Mike Kelly and Malik Ray as pace cars coming out of turn 4. Don, I tell you what, we're about to send these guys off into turn 1 humming here pretty soon, as that pace car is going to duck off on pit road, take the hard left turn. It does. Anthony DeBarro can't spin those tires, and Mike Kelly will be on him. Green flag flies. He gets a good start. I tell you what, looks like the 96 there spun him a little bit. Mitch Rollo.
Another caution.
We got another caution. Oh, and that's got, who's in it? Let's see what we got.
It looks like somebody, Casey Duncan, the 17. It looked like there was a checkup, and is that the 04?
Oh, 64, man. And
64.
Rick McBride, Glenn Campbell involved. Ed Burrell had to slam on brakes there.
Yeah. It was just a checkup on the start, I think. It looked like just a bad start or a checkup, and those guys just, they kind of chained reaction on the high side there throughout the field.
What we've seen all race long, these guys have got to be careful on this start. Watched the race one time, did one where it was so treacherous out there, they finally told them, said, look, guys, they're going to start in third gear instead of second, because normally you start in second.
Yeah.
And with this powerhouse of a car, it's like, again, not like the truck or the Xfinity car on older tires. This thing, starting second with old tires, you can blaze those things in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that kind of took out some good cars there, too. I know Rick McBride, he was a fast car tonight, and I'm trying to see who was the 46 got taken out, too. Who is that?
46.
Nick Silver.
Nick Silver. Man,
yeah, he got hit in that too.
Yeah.
So he got, no, it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't Nick, because he's up front now. So I don't know. But there was those good cars back. I saw Rick McBride definitely got tore up in that, and he's been pretty fast all night.
He has. Well, cars that are out of the race right now: Brian Boris Cook, Josh Parker, Parker Klingerman, Jimmy Coleman, Joe Hudson, Nick Solomon, and Nick Timms all out of the race. And you see Justin Fuller 7 laps down, back in 37th here. So. We still got a pretty good set of cars out here, but 30, 35, 36 of them still running in the field. It has been a very good race so far. As we're getting here to the closing laps, and soon probably when they go around the line here, we should be close to about 10 to go.
Yeah, it should be about close to 10 to go. And like you were saying, if we won't get green-white checkers here if the caution comes out and we don't have enough green flag laps to get back to racing. So, and also these guys, the longer out here, the older their tires are getting. So guys that aren't pitting, we have to worry about that tire spin even more on all these restarts.
And the two that have got who really like these cautions though, but if it goes green for an extended amount of time, I got a feeling Mike Kelly, Nick Silver, Malik Ray, and them will run them down. Anthony DeBarro and Mitch Rollo. I mean, they've been out there for 19 to 20 laps already, respectively. And green flag runs, they've been out there maybe about 12 to 13. A lot longer than a lot of the other guys here. So, yeah, they're enjoying the cautions. But in the meantime, they got to think about if this thing goes, well, I'm going to say let's say if we take it to the 5-lap mark, that's still almost, about 5 to 6 laps. Can Mike Kelly and them run them down?
Yeah, that's going to be a great finish here with these guys. Anthony DeBarro, I mean, he's loving these cautions right now, but all these restarts, every single restart, he's got to worry about it. So we'll have to see.
Absolutely. As all Anthony's right there looking good. Mitch Rollo's in the mix. Mike Kelly sitting third. Nick Silver there in fourth. Malik Ray up in the 5th place spot. Rounds the top 5. So we're getting set to go back green flag here. As winding down on the laps.
Yeah, we're clocking them down right here, so I'm trying to see, are the pace lights off? Pace car lights off?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Now, one more time around, so that's what I say. We're going to get closer to being about 10 to go. And two things I always like pointing out, obviously, last lap puts an end to it. Normally with 5 to go, if a caution comes out, that puts an end to it, depending on the track we're at. And if nobody goes into the pits or so forth and so on. But that's if we can make it there. I mean, you can feel the aggression building up a little bit. I mean, these guys, even though they're on older tires, they understand they got to make ways to try to get to the front.
Go.
It's time to go.
Now it's time to go, no matter what. It doesn't matter. It's time to go. Old tires, new tires, it doesn't matter. It's time to go, man. This is it.
Unless you're just wanting to come out of here with a good finish. If you just want to say, look, I just want to survive this place, come out with a good finish. Yeah, and there are, hey, look, we talk about racers trying to get to the front, win the race. They're guys that actually play for points. When I used to race, I loved doing that a lot of times. I knew what racetracks I was good at and what racetracks I wasn't, so I wanted to go for points.
Same here.
And there's racers out there that do that. So, even though we're talking about guys that might be go time for them, they might be thinking, hey, I don't want to go too much because I'm in a good spot right now and I don't want to lose it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's what I'm doing on the bracket challenge when we were talking about that earlier. I was just trying to work my way up and slowly get there. I'm working for points. Some of these guys aren't racing for points, but some are. Nick Cohan's racing for points. Steve Gottschalk's racing for points. There's different guys that are, so they're just trying to get a good finish out tonight.
Well, you won, so that makes a good one.
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, And I always leave.
It'll be interesting to who you take on next in the bracket. I know we're off this Wednesday, but next Wednesday it'll be interesting to see who the next one is. I'm kind of interested in that one now with the final 8, I believe it is.
Yeah, Elite 8.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Hopefully it might be the last time we start this thing here. As pace car's coming out turn 4. He's going to duck off on pit road. Anthony again's got to be, he's going to roll into the throttle, and he does. Gets a good jump out front. Here comes Malik. He's going to try to see if he can't dive it down. There's the 46 of Nick Silver. He's making moves.
Yeah, Malik Ray went way down there to try to get that momentum going through the corner. They're going through turn 1 and 2 right now. Man, Anthony's got a great lead, though, man. He might have... Oh, it got a little loose behind him in second place.
It did. Mike Kelly's got that preferred line on the inside. Oh, the 46 wanted to get down there. Here comes Malik. He's going to follow that, too. Like I said, those 2 cars, if they hook up, I got a feeling a matter of time. Anthony probably would love to see another caution, which the 2 behind him probably wants to see this thing go green.
Oh, definitely. Anthony would love to see a caution. If he gets a caution right now, he would absolutely love it. Right now he's praying for a caution back there further back in the field.
Yeah, right now Mitch Rollo's got his hands full. It looked like a car off down in the grass. Wasn't 100% sure. I think he got off the field, but look at that. The 46 still stuck behind him. Nick Silver, he dives it off, shoots it off down on the inside there, along with the 31 of Eric Arnold. Here comes the 66 of Tommy Rhines in the mix.
Yeah, and the top 3 right now are just nose to tail. Malik Ray goes down low, but I mean, top 3 right now, they're just sitting the same. No change in the top 3. So, man, right now Anthony is just praying for a yellow.
And you
Malik
know what?
is really coming up there.
This new tires versus old tires right here, Don, and that's just the whole thing. Oh, wait a minute! There we go. Caution's going to fly.
Yep, caution's flying.
And that started with.
Steve Gottschalk got into it. That guy cannot catch a break.
No, he can't. Let's see. Find Mitch Rollo right fast. Because I know that started. He was having trouble back there in the back. Let's go back here and watch. The 66 Tommy Rhines was up high a little bit on him. But he was up top. I don't know if he got loose. I know he came out of the turn and bumped the wall. When he bumped the wall, they were 3 wide up underneath him. Yeah, he just hits the wall, come off the wall down low, 20th right there, and well, folks, I'm gonna tell you what, you gotta ride with this guy right here, KC Duncan. Watch him, because if he needed luck, here was his lucky charm right here. Zoop, the Red Seas parted right in front of him. Folks, I'm gonna tell you what, that guy's going to be ecstatic.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely had really bad luck. Yeah, I'm watching that right now. Wow, I cannot believe he missed that. That was insane.
Yeah, we'll watch it one more time. Just shoot, and those cars just go wham right around. That was just that was beautiful.
On the other end of that, Steve Gottschalk, who had a great run. I really feel bad for him because he's always getting caught up in other people's stuff lately. And he had nowhere to go and just really got caught up in that. That's just too bad for him.
Wow, I hate to see that. I mean, that's basically just, Mitch just got up there, bumped the wall, came off of it. They were 3 wide, nowhere to go, and just one of them racing deal.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the nature of the beast here at Chicagoland. Anthony Navarro still leading it here, though, on Monday Night Money Series presented by Transervice.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you what here, Don, he wanted to see that because he saw Mike Kelly breathing down his back neck here. Now, the problem he doesn't want to see is Mike Kelly's going to be right beside of him this time. What he wants to see is Malik Ray battle Mike and let him get out front long enough. And then he would like to see maybe about 3 or 4 laps and a caution fly and him get out of here and steal this win.
Well, the advantage for him is, he gets to dictate the start when he wants to. So, he can get a good jump, and he's had some pretty good starts here where he's got a good lead and he can get in that clean air and just not have to worry about anybody in front of him because obviously he's the leader and he can just pick his line. Yeah, but he's got to be careful. That's right. You can't spin those tires. That's what I was referring to earlier. With all these different restarts, these guys aren't pitting, especially the guys up front. The more they race on these tires, the more these tires are getting worn, the more these restarts are going to be a little tricky here with these tire spin.
I want to see it go all the way to the green flag. I know the viewers do
too.
Anthony out there, like I said, I just laid it out to him. He would like to see where this thing fly. Malik Ray and Mike Kelly battle it out side by side, him get out front a little bit, and then about 3 or 4 laps later, have that caution fly, and he just walk out of here and steal this win. That's his ultimate scenario, unless he feels like he can run it out to the green and hold those guys off. And that's a possibility, too.
Yeah, I mean, he might be able to do that. I mean, he's not the only one with old tires. The guys behind him have old tires too. So, and like I said, he gets to dictate the start, so he can actually get the good run. And he might be able to get a good start, quick caution, might be able to still win.
I'd rather have the quick caution, man, especially when I look at my rearview mirror and I see Malik Ray and Mike Kelly and them back there.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
it's like,
Nick
wow.
Silver, he's been fast. Eric Arnold, I mean, Sean Casto still back there in 7th. So, I mean, you never know what could happen.
I mean, come on, Don. I mean, if I'm out front leading this thing, especially with this class of a field, I want every advantage I can get. That's just me,
definitely.
though.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I was screaming for a yellow when I was leading at Daytona for those last couple of laps. I was like, come on, get a yellow, and I ended up winning that way.
I ended up pulling it off. And that was a good run. But I mean, we are talking about Anthony DeBarro. I mean, it take nothing away from any other guy, but Anthony, he definitely, man, week in and week out performs.
Yeah, he's fast.
He's fast. So, a guy like me, man, I'll admit it. Man, if I was in the lead up there, heck yeah, I'd be like, y'all guys battle, let me out front, get the caution, get out of here, and woohoo.
Yeah, definitely. I'd be making my car as wide as I can possibly be.
And again, like I say, he's just got to be very careful. He's been having some good restarts. Don't spin those tires, because that's the worst thing you can do, and let Mike Kelly stay side by side with him in turn 1. He's got to let Malik Ray get alongside of Mike Kelly. That's where it's going to really benefit him.
Yeah, he wants to get a really good start, not spin those tires, and then make sure that Mike Kelly and Malik Ray have to fight side by side for that position, which will make Anthony DeBarro just kind of walk away. He'll have a good little run there. He might be able to get this win.
Absolutely. As here we go. Should be the final time here tonight, folks. As a pace car, lights are off, coming out of turn 4. Anthony DeBarro, he is hoping to pull this thing off here at Chicago. Pace car's out of turn 4. Going to duck off on pit road. Anthony's going to ease into that throttle. Wait a little bit. He does get a good start. Doesn't really spin him. Malik Ray spun a little bit. Mike Kelly's there, though.
Yeah, Mike Kelly's right there. Malik went to the bottom thinking he'd maybe get a little bit more grip, but Mike Kelly's right there on the high side going into turn 1.
Well, it's go time. They got to go, because another lap or so here and a caution flies. It is over with.
They're
so those
3
two
wide
behind him. Yeah, those two behind him, they understand it.
Back behind, way further back in the field, I was noticing, I think by Randy Yoakum, those guys, they were like 3 wide back there. I thought they were going to wreck.
Battle for the lead. Here comes Mike Kelly. He's got it. Coming out of turn 4. He's going to try to take that spot away. He goes to the apron to get a lot more grip and get a little more advantage. But
Malik Ray's right there.
Malik's there too. He's going to nose, but Anthony, no. Wow, Mike puts it to the point.
Mike Kelly gets the lead, and Malik Ray's looking low on Anthony DeBarro. He's not done yet. He wants that position. He wants that win. And Mike Kelly sees him fighting underneath Anthony for the lead. Anthony's getting down there for second place, and he's looking at Mike Kelly after that.
Yep, the 2 cars right there, man, they get by him. So here we go. Can Malik Ray run down way back from 37th position? Can he run Mike Kelly down? If a caution flies at this point, we know it's over with. That 2 machine's going to make that thing high and wide. He's going to have to hold off that 1.
Yeah, that 1 car is right there on him. He's about a car length back. Oh, caution comes out.
Race is over. Mike Kelly's going to pull it off here. And I tell you what, that is an awesome, awesome finish. I know he's going to be ecstatic out there. Started 25th. Puts it in victory lane here tonight. Malik Ray started 31st and is going to finish it in 2nd. Wow.
Yeah, Mike Kelly started 25th. Malik Ray started 37th. I mean, those 2 guys very far back in the field to be able to finish 1st and 2nd like that.
Nice.
And Anthony DeBarro in 3rd.
Very nice. That was a good finish, and Mike Kelly's going to be ecstatic over that one. I mean, the guy, boy, from 20. We talked to him earlier, didn't we? And he was kind of like, I don't know. He knew the car was slick, but man, it paid off for him here.
Yeah, he got the win. He pulled it out underneath, right there. He got it. He stole the win. He's going to get it right there under caution, but he was still really bad fast. So, he got the win. He's great right there.
Why is he pitting?
Why is he pitting? I have no idea why he's pitting.
I don't know why he's pitting.
Why is he pitting?
He didn't get a penalty, did he?
I don't understand. I don't understand why he's pitting right now. He just gave the win away. He literally just gave the win away to Malik Ray. He just gave the win away to Malik Ray. He just pulled a Mark Martin.
But he didn't get a penalty or anything, did he?
I don't know.
Well, folks, I'm about as confused as probably y'all are as why Mike Kelly just went into the pits and basically just handed the win to Malik Ray. Unless there's just something we don't know, maybe on the last. I didn't see anything wrong on that last restart. He didn't pass Anthony. He didn't get a jump. I mean, I don't know.
He is in TeamSpeak if we want to pull him down and ask him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna.
You want me pull him down? I don't know if I should. I almost want to go up there and ask him.
If you want to jump up there and ask him, yeah.
I'll be right back, Joe.
All right, yeah. Don's going to investigate a report for us a little bit because, man, I am confused on what happened there. Why Mike Kelly would have done that. Don't know if something went wrong or what. But it's going to put Eric Arnold in third.
After talking with Mr. Kelly there, yeah, he decided to pull off the track because I don't really want to say. He kind of feels that he might have caused a wreck, so that's why he pulled off.
What wreck did he cause?
I think maybe earlier in the race. I'm not really sure.
But that won't, from the understanding of the points,
I don't know.
If you cause a wreck within 10 laps, I think you don't. That's how the points work.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I just went up there and asked him, got a comment from him, and he said that, yeah, I'm not really sure.
That one's... Hey, we'll let the admins deal with it. I mean,
I tried to get the inside scoop, but it's one of those kind of things where...
From my understanding of the rule book, and I could be wrong, folks, please don't hold me to this. I really don't know, but I mean, I could be wrong, is in the last 10 laps, if you cause a wreck and don't call it out, then yeah, they could take the win away from you and whatnot. But if he did it earlier in the race, which, you know what, I ain't seen him do one earlier in the race, but hey, either way, I don't know. Strange. I mean, strange right there. I mean, we'll get clarification by next week. I know Don, he'll do some more investigative reporting.
Yes, I will. I promise I will.
Yeah, I mean, I hate that on him is because, and then again, I'd hate if he's wrong too, you know, because he just gave the win up, man. And wow, to me, I think he really deserved it. But either way, Malik Ray pulls it off. Let's bring up our third place man, Eric Arnold.
Yeah. We got a third place finisher here, number 31, Eric Arnold. Yeah, man, great finish there, man. How you feeling about your race tonight?
Well, I was not expecting to run that well. I felt like good in the top 10, but when I finally got up to... Sorry about that. When I got up to third place, it really occurred to me that track position meant a lot. When I was able to save the tires, I could just be as fast, but I'm feeling great. I mean, how about that? Top 5.
Yeah, great. Top 3. What are you talking about? A great podium finish there, man. You did a great job tonight. Started 11th and finished 3rd. You got anybody you want to thank tonight? Any sponsors or anybody you wanted to mention?
Not really. Just thank you guys for putting on the broadcast. I love watching after the race, and I had a lot of fun up until the end. Hoping to win it though.
You still had a great run tonight, man, Eric. That was a you know, like I said, starting from 11th and finishing 3rd. That was a great finish for you there, man. Congratulations, yeah, Eric Arnold, number 31, third place finisher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Did a great job there, Eric Arnold did. Well, let's bring up our second place man, Anthony Navarro here. Let's get a word in with him.
Anthony Navarro, number 5, finished in 2nd place. You started 2nd, so how you feeling about your run tonight, Anthony? Is Anthony there?
Oh, my bad. I got to bring him up.
Oh.
There you go. Anthony DeBarro.
Let's try this again. Anthony DeBarro, the number 5. You finished second tonight. You started second. How you feeling about your race tonight, Anthony?
Great points there. We got the lead at the stage there, and I mean, what can you do? I mean, if I would have hit it there, some poor guys would have stayed out. So I got one caution away from winning that race, and I think everyone knew how many laps we led tonight that I found the car.
Yeah, you definitely were dominant on those restarts, but just those tires came into factor tonight. It seemed like the setup was a real battle for you guys tonight. How did that affect you?
I was just trying to stay disciplined on the bottom, because if you run the bottom, I figured out some of these tracks that you just save the rear tires. I was surprised in that first run in Fuller that I was able to get by him, because I thought I scrubbed the fronts pretty hard. I was also taking a little less fuel, give a little nose weight so I could get more drive off the corner.
So you got anybody you want to thank tonight, or anybody you want to mention? Any sponsors, anything?
Oh, the guys at Boomtown Sim, Jared, Mitch, Corbin, and Sean. It's fun with them every week. And I know Jared wasn't here this week, but I'm sure he'll be back next. You guys up in the booth. I know I haven't been around in a couple weeks. My work schedule's been changing, but you guys do a hell of a job up there. I always watch the broadcast.
Well, we really appreciate that, Anthony. Yeah, you had a great run tonight. That's Anthony DeBarro, your second place finisher, and the number 5 car there.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Anthony did an outstanding job there.
Great
coming
job.
in second, yeah. Well, this man right here, I know he's probably got to be like, wow, I guess it's Christmas time early here in July for him. Let's bring up our winner tonight here, Malik Ray. Malik's Joe in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, man, I got you.
I'll tell you what, Christmas in July, what was going through your mind on that caution?
When Mike pulled over, at first I thought that he did that on accident, but then like as I started to pay attention to what he was saying, I guess he felt bad about the accident earlier on between him and Fuller and Jose, so I think he just pulled off because he didn't want to win, knowing that wreck happened.
Yeah, win's a win, man.
yeah, exactly. That's what I would have said. Yeah.
I mean, but hey, you pulled it off here. You still had a fantastic run. I mean, coming from the back, 37th to the front here, I mean, was an awesome run. I mean, how was the car? I mean, that track looked treacherous all night long. How was it for you?
It was actually pretty good. Coming from the back, it wasn't really that hard. The people that I noticed that were really fast were myself and Mike and Anthony. And yeah, Mike was moving up on that green flag run too. He just stayed on the bottom pretty much. I noticed everybody else kept going to the outside, but that I can't run the outside anywhere, so I just try to stick to the bottom, and that's what seems to work for me.
Well, I'll tell you what, you did a fantastic job, and you're probably the first one that said, man, the track was really good. A lot of them was complaining about being very slick out there, and just to touch on real quick on what you were saying about, I do remember the wreck there, and Mike Kelly, to me, would have had nothing to do with that wreck. He was down low, so yeah, I hate it on his end.
So either.
Yeah, I hate it on his end, man. But hey, you pulled it off here tonight at Chicagoland. You still had a bad, fast hot rod, that number 1, coming through the field like always. Got anybody out there you want to thank, Malik Ray?
You guys for broadcasting, and Joey for putting this lead together, and JD for making all of my paint schemes that you guys see.
Well, I tell you what, man, that definitely helps you out the points there. Again, congratulations on pulling it off here tonight for the Sim 500 Monday Night Money Series presented by Transervice here at Chicago. Malik Ray.
Congratulations, Malik.
All right, well, tell you what, man, right there you go. And let's get an unofficial results order here. As Malik Ray, he puts it in victory lane. Anthony DeBarro second. Eric Arnold third. Nick Silver fourth. Sean Castro pulled back up the fifth. Thomas George sixth. Doug Ross 7th, Tommy Rhines 8th, Nick Cohan 9th, and Jonathan Lockhart rounds out the top 10s. We look through the rest of the field, and man, what a wild one. And just to touch you real quick on what Malik said there, I remember that incident. And Mike, if you're listening, and I mean, really anybody's listening, I mean,
yeah,
he was way down low. Justin Full was the one that stuffed it in there 3 wide, if anything. So I don't know. Hey, good sportsmanship on his end to think
Definitely.
that way. But I hate, man, him giving up a win, because really the win was his.
Yeah, you know, I mean, me myself, I wanted to go up there to talk to him in TeamSpeak real quick just to find out, and I guess he just felt like he might have caused a wreck, and that's why he wanted to park it, and he kind of felt bad, and I don't want to put words in his mouth or anything, but,
Sure.
you know, I just, you know, but with that said, that's the sportsmanship that you see here at Sim 500. Some of these guys, you know, they feel like they either for some reason don't deserve a win because they did something or whatever, but, you know, still, Mike Kelly, he's a great racer every week, so he's got nothing to be ashamed about at all.
Oh, no, and that's what I'm saying.
He did nothing wrong.
He did nothing wrong, nothing
Nope.
in there. So either way, man, it was an awesome race here
Great
in
race.
Chicago. Man, I enjoyed it. Had a lot of great passing, a lot of great action on here. But well, we're gonna leave here. We're off this Wednesday. We'll see you next Monday night. Well, folks, for myself, Don, and all the people here from Transervice and the Sim 500, everyone, have a good night.